Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out.
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, very good.
I can hear you.
Yeah, just few minutes, please. Okay. Okay. Yeah, can you see my screen?
The network is really bad here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the network is really bad
Can
here.
you see my so for this section, I will want it to be engaging and very interactive also. So as usual, I would like you to also respond anytime I ask question or beckon on you so that we can make this session very interactive and everyone will understand better. So we'll be talking about pitching your idea. I don't know if anyone here have gone to pitch their idea for any pitching competition, for grants. You have gone, attended an event that they asked you to come and pitch your business, come and pitch your idea. Experience, please. Ayodeji, yeah. Ayodeji, you raised your hand. Can you share your experience? If you have pitched your idea or you have pitched your business before,
It's a mistake.
can you just share your experience during the pitch competition? So 2 participants, Ayodeji, okay. Is Ayodeji not there? I'm seeing that you raised your hand. All right, so let's move. Pitching your idea. What does it mean to pitch your idea? What exactly is pitching and why should you pitch? So pitching is a presentation of your business plan to an investors. It's just as simple as that. Some of you might have attended or you will be attending soon, where you will be called to come and pitch your idea. Any investors that want to give you money, they won't just tell you to come and take that money. The money will have to be given to you through pitching. So it's a competition. Pitching is a competition. So you have to fight for it. But in a nutshell, you're going to learn how to pitch and to win that fund. I've seen people ask me, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm not speaking the right English. It's not about English. It's about knowing what to do. You are pitching to get funding from an investor or a stakeholders or a lender. Even banks nowadays, they will ask you to come and pitch to get that loan. Tell us about your business. That's the story about your business. So pitching is a process that needs to be prepared for. You can't just go into a pitching. They can, You need to prepare for it. And that is why you need to know your business from A to Z. So that when you are called upon to come and pitch, you will be ready and prepared to give them what they should hear about your business. So you need to prepare for it because it will positively position you and your brand and your image. And when you are pitching should be engaging enough to get potential funders eager and willing to fund your businesses. So if you are pitching and maybe you are just talking to yourself, funders might not be involved. They might be looking at you that what is this person saying? So if you are pitching, you should have that understanding that your pitching must be engaging. It must involve your funders. They must be willing to fund your business after your pitching. So pitching is not just to go and talk story and move. No, there must be points that you have to drive at through your business in pitching. Now, about pitching your idea, whether you are building a new product, whether you are adding a new features to your already have product, or seeking for funding to scale your business, you will need to pitch the product. You need to pitch that business. You need to pitch that idea clearly to the stakeholders or potential users. Without this, you will risk building something that would neither be useful or feasible. So this is me, and this is one of my colleagues. We were invited to come and pitch an idea. So that's why I say you can pitch an idea and get funding, even if you've not started that business. If it is in idea stage, you can actually pitch and get funding for it. So we were asked to come and pitch on building on the highland. So you can see me demonstrating with things here, trying to put up a building structures, while my other colleagues was also sharing, making the presentation. So that is how pitching is. You must be able to convince the funders. You must be able to convince the funders of what that idea looks like. Now, what makes a great pitch? You should understand your pitching scope. So this pitching scope, you need to be knowledgeable about your business idea in mind. This is the time to sit down and learn about the available funds and the investors before going to pitch. Now, I've seen a lot of business owners come to me and say, oh, I submitted my business plan, I submitted my business pitch, and they didn't call me. Did you do your own research? Do you know if the investors have the funding they want, they promise to give? You know, recently I participated in one pitching competition. It's like a challenge. So when the guy started, I said, okay, let me just even see what this guy is doing. So I joined. So we started and it was giving us those things. Immediately from day one, I said to myself that I cannot continue this pitching because this guy, I know what he wants to get from me. It's not even the funding. So you need to invest, you need to research to know who is giving that fund. Even he doesn't even have the money to give out. And crowd, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 people are rushing into it. And how much is he giving? At the end of the day, he's giving fund to only 5 people. So for me, I said, this is a waste of time. I don't want to waste my time in doing this. I just left that group. So you need to research, know the scope, know the available of funds. Do that investor have the fund? Who is the person that wants to invest in that program, in that your business? So you also need to gain insight to the investors' records and funds are available. Like I said, the guy doesn't have the funds. He only wants to use that challenge to build himself. So when I saw that, I said, no, not me. I'm not into this. I won't be partaker of this. So you need to research. In so doing, you need to describe your vision. For me, I know what I want. I know my vision. So anybody can't just come and say, oh, we are calling for grants and they want me to apply. No, it's not every grant call I apply. It's not every pitching competition I attend. I know the problem I am solving and I know those that need it. So you should know your traction. How much is your revenue on a yearly basis? How much is your profit on a yearly basis? Your inflow and outflow, like we learned before, do you know them? You need to know your competitors and financials. So competitors, who are those coming to pitch? Most of the time, they will say 10 people selected to pitch or 20 people selected to pitch. So know those other people who are also coming to pitch. Who are your competitors? When you know all these things, that is what will give you an edge over others. Then when you are pitching, you need to manage your time. It is very essential. Some pitching competition, they will say you have 2 minutes to pitch. It is in a program like fellowship program. I don't know if some of you have gone to like Mandela Washington Fellowship or yearly program and the likes. Those are the kind of fellowship program that they will give you time. They will say, okay, 25 minutes, 30 minutes to pitch. And in so doing, you need to have your pitch deck in place. You need to project your pitch. But most of the time, you have few minutes to pitch. And these few minutes are 2 minutes. And that is when you hear things like submit your pitch deck, and your pitch deck, submit a video pitch, and your video shouldn't be more than 2 minutes. That is the maximum we get. So you follow up. After you have submitted your pitch deck, post-pitching presentation, you need to follow up, ask how far. I submitted my pitch deck, what's next, and the likes. Now, in decking your pitch, these are the components of pitch deck. If you are asked to submit your pitch deck, these are the things that you need to be included in your pitch deck. So, like I said, it will be engaging. So I want us to read out the components of the pitch deck.
Problem.
Solution.
Traction. Market opportunities. Uniqueness. Success stories or impact. Competitors. Business model. Team and financials.
Very good. Okay, so now these are the components of pitch deck. So if at any time, anywhere, any program, you are asked to submit your pitch deck, these are what should be included in them. So we're going to be taking them one after the other so as to explain. Now, know who you are pitching to. Very important. Entrepreneurs. Somebody made mention last time that what about submitting their business plan to a place and you discover that they've stolen your idea and the likes. This is where what you need to do. Know who you are pitching to. Know who you are submitting your business plan to or your pitch deck to. Don't just submit because this person says, like I told you, application, challenge, competition. I say, okay, let me even see what this guy is doing. Because for me, I didn't really see much about him, but let me see what he's doing. So I registered for that pitch competition. And at the end of the day, from the beginning of the program, I knew that I cannot submit my documents to this guy. So that is it. You need to know, you need to consider you need to consider that when you accept an investment, it's not about more money. You will enter into a partnership. Now, let me break it down. A lot of I've seen my friends that got the Tony Elumelu fund. I have particular friend. After he got that funding, 5,000, and you know, $5,000 in 2019, then when we did it, was much. It was not more, it was like 3 million, 2 point something million. The guy just traveled with that $5,000. Since that 2019 till today, the guy, the business that he said he's doing himself, there's nothing to talk about that business. So don't look at it that if you want to get a fund, is a more money. That is when you need to buy a car. That is when you need to buy a house. No, you are entering into partnership with that investor. And you need to understand what it is to go into partnership. If you get $5,000 from Tony Elumelu, that's step 1. So if you did not maintain that partnership with him, you will not get step 2. In fact, there's another step 2 and there's another step 3. But that first step, the $5 is what people are just trying to get. But let me tell you, if you maintain that relationship, you get more than 5, you get 250. Even from, just because you are maintaining that relationship, that partnership relationship. So you must perform your due diligence and research potential investors before making your pitch. Like I said, know who you are submitting your pitch deck to. Know who you are submitting your business plan to. Know your potential investors. So if you are getting ready to get $5,000 from Tony Elumelu, know that Tony Elumelu will now be your investors. So when they send those generic emails that, okay, submit your reports, your work reports, don't look at it as a burden. You have to submit your work reports. Some entrepreneurs try to get in front of every investor despite their industry expertise or firm's investment stage. Now, this is another thing that is common. When you hear pitching competition, you rush into it. When you hear grant is happening here, you rush into it. Please don't be doing that. Just research if that call is for you. Recently, I was invited by Lagos State Chamber of Commerce to talk about grants. So after giving my participants the available grants that they can apply for, mentioning that this particular grant, there's a particular one that is meant for women. Do you know that a guy called me and was asking me that he wants to apply for that application? And to me, I was like, are you a woman? Because I felt like this is not for you now. You don't have a business that is women-led business. You yourself, you are a woman. So why do you want to apply for that? So please, let's check. If the grant or the call is specific to an organization, maybe it's for agric and you are in fashion, why should you apply? Brave Women, Brave Women from Wema Bank, and they are giving 6 million matching grants. So when they call for the application, they state it, fashion, agric, this one, like 5 sectors like that. So if you don't belong to any of those sectors, why should you apply? Because at the end of the day, you will just submit your proposal to them and they will push it away for you. And that is why you will now start asking yourself, oh, I submitted my proposal and they didn't get back to me. They won't get back to you because you are not their target audience. Now, ask questions. These investors, what stage do they invest? Brave Women will give you matching grants. How many of us know what I mean by matching grants? Hello,
that's probably a grant to further grow the business.
Okay, that's matching grant. Any other person, matching grants? Hello? Okay, let me explain matching grants. Matching grant is like I said, Wema Bank gave 6 million. They will ask you to bring another 6 million. That is matching grant. I know another program, Rev Up. RevUp gave 10,000 US dollars. So they will ask you to bring another 10,000 US dollars. So match it up. That is what is called matching grant. So if you see matching grant anywhere, if you don't have the money, don't go for it. I remember this, the brave women, how we were looking for 6 million to match up the 6 million to be able to get out that 6 million. You start borrowing and start borrowing. Please just put the 6 million in my account. Once I get the 6 million from Wema Bank, I'll move out your own 6 million. So what about if you don't have somebody that will give you money, that will put money in your bank account? It just shows that at the end of the day, you will not get that grant. So you need to also know, ask questions. And you also need to ask questions about what stage do they invest in. If you are a startup and they are calling for established business owner, why should you apply? If you are in the early stage of your business development, you won't receive growth equity because growth equity is reserved for mature companies that need capital to expand operations or enter a new market or either acquire another business. So if you are in your early stage, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, Tony Elumelu will give 1 to 3. So if your business is 3, you should know that Tony Elumelu application is not for you. So you need to research to know, then you ask questions. So before making your pitch, you should have a rough estimate of the money and resources you need to launch. If I ask now, some people are not even sure of how much they need. Some people will be guessing, oh, well, maybe if I have 5 billion, oh, maybe if I have 10 million. No, you need to know the estimate of what you need. Calculate everything you need. Your office rent, how much does it cost? The stationaries you have in your office, how much does it cost? Those sewing machines, everything. You need to cost it and have a good number that, okay, well, I've calculated everything I have and I think I'll be needing 10 million and I'll be needing 20 million to launch my business. So you need to also align yourself with investors by asking how much are they giving. If you say you need 10 million and that investor says they're only giving 5 million, of course, you can come down a bit to get that 5 million. If you get 5 million, it's still fine because it's under what you need. So you need to ask questions. Then research. What's the investor's track record like? Somebody like Tony, of course, we know that every year he's always giving that money. So you need to research what's the investor's track record. Dig deeper into the investor's experience and investment history to determine the types of company they typically finance. You know, I said in Brave Women, they listed the industry they want to finance. So if you don't fall in any of those industries, then you don't need to apply for such. Know the background knowledge they might already have and whether your personalities will meet. What industry do they invest in? Several firms focuses on specific sectors. For example, Rethink Education. So if anyone is in education space now, this is a platform you need to check. Rethink Education is a venture capital fund that invests in early and growth stage education technology startups. So you can check it out. So this information will enable you to modify your pitch and determine if this is the right person or fund to partner with. And also knowing the types of companies the firm invests in can help you tailor your pitch and zero in on their presumed priorities. Research, very important before decking your pitch. Consider how you are presenting yourself, not simply your idea. You know, when we are going for pitch presentation, how you dress matter, how you speak matter. When you even get it, you greet people, you need to consider how you present yourself. What charisma do you have? So although your ideas and skills matter, but your personality is equally as important, right? So investors also want to know they are entering into a partnership with the right people. So they want to have a good perceptions about your character and worthiness and trustworthiness, sorry. Investors want to know whether the founders have worked together before. If your startup's early hires have complementary skill sets, and whether you'll be flexible, are you open-minded? Are you willing to embrace different perspectives? Collaboration, like you see in my drawing. Are you ready to collaborate with them? Now, consider your presentation. Attitude matters. Think about this as you prepare your pitch deck. If investors poke holes into your idea, will you get defensive? When they ask for financial projections, that, oh, maybe while making your presentation, they ask you, what was your income last year? What was your profit last year? How do you feel? How do you take it? Will you exaggerate the numbers, or do you know it offhand? Hopefully your answers are no. Firms want to partner with founders they can trust, who are open to guidance and mentorship. But if you are second guessing your reactions, consider what you might be asked and practice your response. So before going for that pitching competition, you need to check attitude matters. And in making your presentation, remember that you need to tell a story. You don't just start your presentation. It's better to tell a story. Maybe, for instance, someone that is into palm oil. You can start by, how do you feel when you lose a sister, when you lose a brother to eating food prepared with an unadulterated oil? You know, people will like, wow, I won't feel, I will feel bad. Then you start, that is my case. Then you start with your story. So you start with a story, something somehow that happened to somebody, that happened to a friend, that happened to somebody you know. You can start with that. So when describing your businesses, zero in on the problem you are addressing and how you are solving it better than your competitors. So you could do this by presenting a real life scenario, in which you describe the pain points a current or prospective customer faced and how your product or service fixed that issue. I met a lady that said, oh, she's into shoemaking because anytime she goes to the market to buy a shoe, she doesn't find her size. And that was what prompted her. That was what led her to starting up a shoemaking business, because she wants to start building shoes for herself, and not just for herself, to start building shoes for others who are in the same category with her. So that's a pain, and you are bringing solution again. So this can help engage investors on a personal level and inspire them to see your ideas' potential. So telling a story really matters when you are pitching. Now, by complementing your spreadsheets and chart with a compelling story, if you are making your spreadsheets, you need to put graphics, little things that will attract the investors, so you can paint a fuller picture of your startup futures and more effectively highlighting the opportunity in the market. Tell a story. So at least from one or two people, a story behind your business before we proceed. Tell me a story about your business. What made you start up that business? What led you to starting up that business that you are doing? Tell a story. Yeah. I need your response. Yeah, Nadoka.
Good morning, all.
Yeah, good
Hello.
morning. Yeah,
Okay.
good morning.
All right. As I'm a fashion designer, but before
Okay.
I entered into the fashion designing line, what actually prompted it was
Okay.
during my undergraduate years, sourcing clothes was a bit difficult for me because it was more it was a very difficult thing for me. Like I was just doing color riots because I couldn't afford clothes with a particular designs and all. So the experience and what I was getting from and the reactions I get from people, what they were saying, was just pushing me to that line. And I made a decision. I said, once I'm done with my undergraduate studies, I'm going to get a skill on fashion design, especially since my younger sister is also entering school, so she'll not go through the same challenge I went through. Posting clothes, wearing anyhow, just because I couldn't afford a good dress for myself and all. And that was what motivated me. I got into the bar and I picked up very fast and I was able to achieve my aim and people started seeing my designs and that was how business started.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
sharing. Yeah. Who else?
Good
A
morning,
story.
ma'am.
There must be a story behind every business. If you are
Yes, ma'am.
going
Good
to
morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, ma'am. This is
Okay.
Victor, the agri guy.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The agri guy.
Yes, ma'am. The accounting agri guy. Okay, actually,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. I growing up as a farmer or a child of a farmer who have a lot of wealth and couldn't sustain it based on the fact that the crisis between the herders and the tribes within the society prompts me into venturing into farm to resolve some communal issues. So this farming project I'm working on actually is not yet fully established as such because it's not registered, but I've been into the practice. And I am planning towards like working in synergy with the community. That is, I'm planning on bringing harmony between the other tribes with the herders, since they are all within the society, living to establish a kind of farm, like a foundation farming practice that will inculcate cultural practices that stems from events like celebrations of the community, like, okay, let's say harvesting periods, like yam festivals, so that all of the community will have a unity of purpose and stand together with each other. So my kind of project is not really the kind of normal farming aspect. I want it to stand out in form of cultivation of crops and uniting the community together. Also, we are also into livestock. So these livestock, we're going to also be educating the community about a healthy lifestyle that tends from eating nutrition, like nutrition, I mean. So the farmers and the herders are going to be part of the whole vision. And our stakeholders, we intend to have a connection with the state university, which is Taraba State, because it's in Taraba State I'm having my farm. So we intend to have a liaise with the state university, particularly the agri department, where sometimes we provide seeds to the students during practicals. And then by so doing, we want to also have a connection with them so that through them we can also reach our newer customers, because there is a lot of demand within the campus of food items. So that is how we intend to run our own vision. So that is a brief summary of my own company.
Okay, what about if you say, I discovered that there's a lot of poverty in the land. and we
Yes.
have great farm. No, I'm just giving you like a scenario to
Okay, ma.
another, telling your story. You
Yes,
know,
ma.
for agri space, you have to tie it to SDG. You tie your business to SDG. We
Yes.
all know the SDG goals. So you pick that goal one, that you discover there's poverty in the land. And it's not even that and the solution is that you have the land, you have land for farming, you have people who are poor. So you are
Yes.
trying to bridge the gap between poverty and bringing food for those people who are poor, whereby they can work in your farm, telling a story that touches the heart. You are solving a problem.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm also giving you an intro to it, you know.
Yes, I've gotten the info already.
Yeah, food. People want
Yes.
to eat. And people are poor. Why are they poor? They are poor because they are not seeing opportunities. And you are seeing opportunity in the land, that if they can come and farm and work on that land, there will be work. You are creating employment for them. You are creating food you are providing food for them. And they're also having income for their daily needs.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, that's another story you can tie around your business. So if any business at all, align it with SDGs is very important. If you are pitching, you look at those SDG goals.
Yes,
Pick the one that align to your business.
Yes, like I have one of the SDG goal that has to do with gender equality also, actually in my summary. I was just like, because I was trying to speak out and I was not really like looking into it, but
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Is there any other person telling
Yes,
your
ma'am.
story? Yes, please.
Yes. Ma, Tom's Food Global is into agricultural production.
Okay.
The reason why Tom's Food Global was established is not just for making making profit alone. It is also to share ideas with farmers.
Yes.
For instance, Tom's Food Global is basically a company that's in love with reaching out to the poor, because farmer has excess of land, but they do not have much money for their farming equipment. So the reason why Tom's Global was established is to aid the farmer who does not have much money to purchase farming equipment. For instance, Tom's Food Global normally aid farmers through fertilizer, cutlass, purchasing of farms, and other equipment to assist them in mode farming. That is why Tom's Food Global was established. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other person before we move?
Yes, me.
Okay, please.
So my name is Dorcas.
Dorcas, good morning. Yeah.
Good
You have the
morning.
floor.
I'm into catering. So the reason why I eventually went into catering was because while growing up, I found that I'm this kind of child that like mixing different things. Like when I mean things, I mean food. I like combining different food to see how it will taste, what the results, how it will look like.
Yeah, food combiner.
So, and sometimes I will just go to the market then and I'll buy flour, come home, mix it, and show my mom the result and my siblings. They'll be like, wow, businesswoman. Then the thing did not really got into my head. But now as I'm through with school, as I look around, I'm this kind of person. I'm not fond of like this normal handwork that normal average girl would go into, like hair making, sewing, makeup. I don't have interest there. So I said, since I like mixing food and I like food, let me go into catering. At least I'll be able to produce different things with my own recipe. So I eventually went into catering so that I can be able to produce healthy food that people can eat. And I know I have plans. I know where I'm getting to, where I'm going to. So that was why I went into catering. And I know I've heard report of where people like they can't eat this, they can't eat this. So I see myself as somebody that will be able to make things that
people will have no choice but to eat it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. You've all said. Is there any other person? Or we progress?
Yes, ma.
Okay, please.
Okay, my name is Bukola May.
Yeah.
I'm an designer, and I also do printing and branding designs for all kinds of clients, companies and individuals. So my business idea started this way. Some years back, I have this, because I was young, I've had this creative and innovative and artistic gifts. I love creating things. I love seeing a place and just imagining how beautiful that place can look beyond what I'm seeing. You know, when I enter into a house or an office, I just look around me and ideas just keep popping into my mind like, oh, what if this curtain was a different color?
Yeah.
What if this wallpaper was a different color? What if there were flowers added to this part of this place? Okay, what if they have nice patchy throw pillows, nice decorative accessories? So while I was in school, a lot of my friends, they always like me to help them organize their rooms or arrange their space.
Yeah.
So after university, you know, looking for a job in Nigeria and getting a job that it's not really, maybe let me say it's not really impacting you much, you're just doing it because that's the available job. So at the point I had to quit that job because I needed to invest in myself and see what I can do with the gifts and the abilities I had. So that made me actually go into the interior decor business. I sold nice decorative pillows for homes and for offices. And I help people to restructure their offices, their homes and all that. So there was a time that an idea came to my mind that, okay, instead of just making throw pillows, nice chair covers, armrest cushions and all that for people, I can actually brand people's company names on these pillows. So I had a first client that I shared that idea with. He has a pharmaceutical company and he bought into it. He told me that, okay, he would like me to do a branded pillow for his company. So I used this company logo. I got a design. I had a friend who is very good in graphic design. We designed his company logo and we branded the logo on the pillow using his company color. And by the time I did it, I delivered it to his company. It was so beautiful. He loved it. He told me I was going to tell his friends about it. Then coming to my church now, okay, I saw that I can actually brand my church logo, maybe programs that have different things. So that gave me the idea of branding the church logo and branding different keywords and phrases that we use in the church on pillows. My pastor loved it. He wanted his office to be decorated with pillows that I made that were branded. And that was how other people started reaching out to me that they want this. And there was someone who I also shared an idea with also, someone who owns a business, is an engineer. So he was like, okay, you'd like me to do something like that for his office, which I did. Then there was a customer that reached out to me and said, if you do, okay, then I had this idea that instead of just using the logos and maybe words alone on the pillows, I can as well use pictures. So I contacted some companies I knew could help me brand pictures on fabric. And that was how I started making throw pillows with pictures, birthday pictures, and all kinds of other materials. Somebody told me that the person wanted a mug with a pillow. I said I can do it. So I did it. And the person loved it. By the time I started advertising it on my social media pages, people started contacting me that, oh, you make branded gifts. Initially, I did not start with branded gifts, but because I started customizing the things I was making, people now started asking me, oh, I want this. And I also now entered into that, okay, I love putting smiles on people's faces. I love the fact that you send something to somebody, a personalized gift, the person sees it, it's really beautiful. And that was how I entered into personalized and branded gifts.
Wow. So and you can see how to tell a story. So that if you are pitching, if you are pitching, you can't just make it like you are presenting. Presentation is different. I'm presenting like I am doing now. So I'm not pitching. So if you are pitching, there must be that story that will make people say, wow, oh, you do this, oh, wow. So that is telling a story. Your story is what should move investors to say, wow, I love this. I want to invest in your business. So that's the idea about telling your story when you are pitching. Thank you very much for
Thank
all
you.
your contributions. So let's proceed. Cover the details. Now, in pitching, like I said, you might be given 2 minutes to pitch. That 2 minutes that you are given to pitch, make sure you cover the detail. What's important to set the stage? While it's important to sell the stage, you also need to cover the specifics. So in your pitch deck, simply define your value proposition. You know, we dealt with value in the BMC the last time. So what value are you giving? Like you are designing for people, the throw pillow, the mug, and the likes. You know, the value you are giving, that value that will make people to come back again. You need to share it, that you cannot afford to see my throw pillow and leave it. You have to buy it. You know, those are the values. So you share a memorable tagline for investors to leave the meeting with. So like, what is that memorable tagline? I'm coming again to us, a question. Memorable tagline, like enterprise, our core competence. When you come to my organization, you will see us enterprising. Everybody is enterprising. So, you know, by the time they will leave, they'll be looking at that lady that is always enterprising. Everything about her is enterprising. So there must be a memorable tagline for investors to leave the meeting. So convey the opportunities in detail, the size of the market, your plan to attract and retain customers. You know, when investor asks you that, okay, how do you want to sell your throw pillow? How do you want to retain them? You have the social media platform, you have the internet, you have all platforms to promote and sell your product. So when they ask you, you stand confidently and answer them. How do you want to retain your customers? So how can you create barrier to competition? You know, we dealt with all this the last time. So when they ask you questions like that might pop up, you need to also be fast, be quick, within that your time frame to answer them. How do you want to create barriers to your competitors? So now I want to, okay, tagline. I want us to share a memorable tagline. Something tagline about your business. Like my bank and I is a tagline. Which bank is that? Hello?
Yes.
So which
Yes,
bank
sir.
use that word, my bank and I? Which bank
FCMB.
use FCMB? Which bank use orange the word?
GT.
GT. So those are the things. Tagline. What's your own business tagline? Let me hear tagline from 4 people. You should have a business tagline. What's that tagline that people know that when you say enterprise are core competent, they know that the owner of this business. So what's your tagline? 4 people, tell me your business tagline. That short tagline. If you don't have it, start thinking about it.
Okay, like my own is a forward-thinking agriculture.
Forward-thinking agriculture, yeah. So, you know, when I'm looking at, forward-thinking agriculture, it's very simple, straightforward. I can always remember. So that is how you should put it in the mind of investors. So any other person tagline?
I use providing quality always, but I don't know whether
Providing
that's
quality always. Very good. You know, it just must be simple and short that anybody can remember anytime. Yes.
I use digital age. I use digital age for my company. Digital
can
age.
You say digital age?
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Yes, I'm listening.
Hello.
Yeah.
I use digital age.
Sorry, who is speaking, please? One after the other. Digital age.
Yeah, I'm still with you. Digital age. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Any other person?
Hello.
Thomas. Stop.
Hello.
Yeah, please stop rotating on the screen.
I use solving IT professionally.
Solving IT professionally. Yes. Yeah, who else?
Hello, ma.
Yeah,
Tom's
please
Food
go
Global,
on.
we think.
Think
Tom's Food
global.
Global, we think different. Tom's Food
Wow.
Global, we think different.
Yes, so you can even say start local, think global. Start local, go global. That's a tagline. So that's
Agro
the
productivity and processing.
I didn't get that.
I said agro productivity and processing.
Wow, agro productivity and processing. So good ones. That's the way it is. So even if you don't have, start thinking about it. That's why I'm asking this question. In case we have people there that you don't even know what tagline is. When you are establishing your business, your pitch deck, there must be a tagline that will attract the investors. So now state your plan. So this is me also. At Ghana, I went for a pitching competition in Ghana. So I am me personally, I don't like traveling without going with the product. So both mine and the community I represent, I get products from people I travel along with anytime I'm traveling out of Nigeria. So I went for my pitching competition. So I pitched about cookies, empowering empowering women in Nigeria from low-income community on how to make cookies. So that was what I went to pitch. So you state your plans. And after pitching the idea inside, the guy came out with me to see the product, and he was advising me that, oh, this is plastic. The cookies were stored in plastic. And do I consider the heavy bag? That why don't I use another packaging? Then pouch. This was a long time anyway. So he advised me to use pouch instead of plastic. So if I'm even flying with those products, I won't have to bother about the weight, you know. So that was an advice. So sometimes when you have stated your plan, some investors will pick interest in you and they will come out again to meet you personally, even after you had pitched. So your plan to monetize the business. I told them we were empowering women in low-income community in Nigeria on how to make this. So they were asking that, okay, how do I want to monetize the business? And I showed them that we have a product already and we are selling the product. So when we empower them to make the product, we brand the product, we make it a standard product that can be exportable, and we are selling the product. So we already have a plan of making money from that product. So we are empowering people, we are creating employment for those women, we are making them to have income for themselves because they sell the product. When they sell the product, they make money for themselves. And anytime any one of us we're traveling, we're happening to be traveling out, we go out with those products. So how the business and make revenue, how you intend to monetize the business, how you also want to generate revenue from the business. You should include all. Then the amount of capital investment that is required, you need to include them. Now, in general, investors are trying to determine how entrepreneurs think about the opportunity rather than assess their presentation of prediction skills trouble. You know, when you are pitching, what will be in the mind of investor is you have an opportunity first to meet them. Another thing I would advise is even if you go for a pitching competition and you didn't get that funding or you didn't win, there's another thing that could happen. Investors will have you in their catalog, they will have you in their database that, oh, they have you record. So when anything occur in future, they will remember you. Another time is that investor can then pick you up and tell you, we are going to mentor you. We are going to make sure that you get a larger fund, even if it's not what you pitched for. They are going to mentor you. So please be open when you go for pitching competition. Have this mindset that if I win, I win. If I don't win, I don't win. Fine. But be plain. I have another lady that came to pitch sanitary pad, you know. So that is the thing. So whoever wins it, fine. You are still my friend. We move on. So they want to look at how you seize the opportunity. Are you going to say you are not going to keep in touch with them again because you didn't win that grant or that funding? So investors want optimistic and confident reality. So when they ask you questions, they dislike projections that are unrealistic. So give them good numbers. If it is just 50 products you are able to produce on a monthly basis, be open. We all started small and we are going bigger. So let them know on a monthly basis, so I'm a small business, so this is what we produce on a monthly basis. And that is why I'm here to pitch, so that I can increase my capacity to produce in terms of production, getting more hands and the like. So just be open, be confident, and give them sure data. All right. So they've seen too many companies miss their target while pitching because they are not sure of what they do on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis, depending on if it is yearly you are pitching or monthly records that you have. Then show the roadmap. Although you are in the early stages of your business, yes, but investors want to know how they will cash out in the end. If they give you 5 million, if they give you 20 million, I'm calling little small money like this so that we can resonate. I don't want to start calling a friend of mine. We just got 250,000 US dollars. 250, that's huge. But you should know that for you to get that 250 US dollars in funding, a lot of work would have gone. So that's why I'm breaking it down to 10 million, 20 million, what we can resonate with. So although you are in that early stage of your business that you are still generating revenue of 3 million per year, but the investor wants to know how they will cash out in the end. So you need to highlight your exit strategy and the options available. Fine, you are doing your business. Everybody don't want business to lose, but sometimes many businesses lose. And that's why 3 to 5 years, if a business survives 3 to 5 years in Nigeria, then you should be happy. So with that in mind, as you are starting small, you need to think about where your business will be in 50 years' time. If they invest in that your business in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time, how will they get back their money? Maybe by then you are not there again. Who are you handing over the business to? So they want to know all that. They don't want to hear a situation that your business in the next 10 years or in the next 20 years, the business will die. No. So you have to give them that clear exit strategy and the options that are available. So investors want to back companies where there are many exit options. So I will tell you these exits that you can use in this when you are showing your roadmap. So Salman says they want to know how they can convert their investment back into cash that they can return to their partners. So even if they invest in your business, they give you 50 million to use in investing in your business. That 50 million, how long will it take you to give them back? So you need to state it. Now, these are the exit strategies that are available anywhere. We have the most common exit strategies, which are acquisition. Now, acquisition strategies, when one company buys most or all of another company's shares to gain control of it. So who can tell me example of this company? Mobile and Mr. Beast, or ShopRite and ShopRite, Facebook and who?
Elos Banks.
Okay, now which other one? I know a ShopRite and who? Somebody bought over ShopRite in Nigeria. So, hello, I want to be sure that you are getting what I'm saying. Acquisition like Access Bank and then
Diamond Bank.
and Diamond Bank. So they acquire that bank completely. So in so doing, the Diamond Bank access is still available. Their shares is still available. So all the investors of Diamond Bank, they know that they are now working with Access Bank in order to get back their money. So you also need to think like that, okay, who is this business that can still be running, even if you are not running again, that business will continue running. So the investors can always get back their money from that aspect. Then we have merger. When two existing companies are united into one new company. Is there any example of that? Two existing companies are united into one new company. Example of such.
Formerly Intercontinental Bank and what's it called? Access Bank. Yes.
Yes. So example like that. So now you are understanding what I'm saying. Then we have the initial public offering. This is when a private company issues its first sale of stocks to the public and can start raising capital from public investors. So we need to start small and go global. I want you to echo that: start small and go global. So these exit strategies, they are very important in business. Even if you are starting small, you need to consider the strategy you want to adopt, either through acquisition, either through merger, or whichever one that is okay for you in case you get in investors. Then let me say this, as a business owner, let's not undergrade ourselves. Like I said, start small, but think global or go global. So you should be thinking ahead in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. Where do you want that your business to be? Where do you want it to be positioned? Which level do you want your business to be in the next 5 years? You know, they ask us these questions. If you go for pitching, they also ask it, okay, in the next 5 years, where do you see your business? So that is why these exit strategies, they are very, very important. Have it in your pitch deck whenever you are pitching to an investor. So this one will give them the understanding that you truly know what you want. Then we have kinds of pitches for entrepreneurs. While all strong pitches share foundational elements, there are different types to use depending on the scenario. So to increase your chances of success, you must tailor your pitch to your audience and the available time frame, like I said. So you might go for a pitching competition like this. All the board members are seated watching you deliver your pitch. So you need to understand what they want, depending on the scenario. You might be asked to do a presentation about your pitch deck. So while you are pitching to your slides. There are some also, they might ask you to come and pitch offers without your slides, depending on the scenario. And you also need to be aware of the time available. So now I'm listing the types of pitch that you come across as an entrepreneur. So this is one of the most popular pitches anywhere. Entrepreneurs use this when they need to communicate their startup's value in 60 seconds or more. And we call that the elevator pitch. As you can see, elevator pitch. How long will an elevator carry you from the first floor to the fifth or that sixth floor? How long do you think you can be there? It can be longer than 60 seconds. That's 1 minute. So we call it, is a fast pitch, 1 minute pitch, and you will be able to deliver all your business values. An effective elevator pitch should be concise, convincing, and convey your startup's value proposition and differentiations. At the end, include a call to action, such as the amount of capital required to launch. So if I may ask now, elevator pitch, if you meet someone like, I don't know who you want to meet, so I will pick on 3 people also to give us a short elevator pitch. Who do you want to meet in an elevator, and how will you pitch your business to that person? So the floor is open, please, participants. Hello, where are my students? Elevator pitch. So tell me who you want to meet and pitch to that person. Let's hear you. Nobody?
We are still brainstorming, ma.
So you are trying, okay, should I call?
Yeah, still practicing.
Should I call someone? Aladeye Tunde. I've not. Aladeye Tunde, can you pitch your idea?
Open the floor for us.
Okay, who do you want to meet? Maybe Dangote, whoever. Just tell me, you like to meet so person, and this is how you pitch. 1 minute, let me hear you.
Sarah, please can you like give an example of the elevator pitch, like you doing it by yourself for someone? I'm not sure I fully understand.
Hello, hi, my name is, I'm the founder of, that's how you start. You are just in an elevator, only the two of you in an elevator. Normal life. Okay, hi, my name is, my name is this. I am the founder of social organization, and this is what we do in our organization. You are able to tell the person what you do in your organization. Okay, this is how we make our preparation on a daily basis. We try to do this, we try to do that, and we're trying to solve the problem of unemployment in Nigeria. However, we are limited because we need funds. That's why I said a call to action. After you have convinced him, you have talked about your business, then you come down to that call of action. We are limited. We can do more if we have support from you, sir. Then you can then say, okay, well, maybe the guy might say, okay, support like how? Well, yeah, you can support our initiative, you can support our organization, either through funding, either through mentorship and the likes. And in the next moment, you're already where you are going to. Bye. Just short conversation, what you didn't even plan of, but it is about your business. You want that person to bring money, to give you money. That's how it is. Hi, my name is, you introduce yourself, your name is this. You are the founder of this. This is what we do in our organization. We empower women on hospitality management skills.
Let me try. Let me pitch.
Okay. Yes, go on. The floor is open.
Yeah, hello. My name is Uzo Ekanedalinte. I'm the founder of Digital Age Computer Institute. Here we provide service of teaching young students on equipping them with the right knowledge for.
I hope you are looking at the time. 1 minute too.
Academics excellence, because
it's 1 minute, you
graduate without no.
Okay, so let's have someone else. Well, your 1 minute is gone now.
So
you're already where you are going. So you can see that there is need to prepare for any pitch.
Yeah, you have to be.
Can I
Let me try. Now let me try my best.
Try please. Okay. You know, this is how you will be engaged with your business. You are talking about your business. You are meeting $10, for instance, and you have just 1 minute, 60 seconds to convince him to give you money. If you go there and be laughing, No.
Okay, let me try. Let me try, man.
Okay, please.
Okay. Hi, my name is Thomas Idagu, CEO, Tom's Food Global. We are
Sorry,
into.
you know, okay, let's assume you are meeting an elderly person. You won't say hi. Hello, sir.
Okay,
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? How's work?
yes, ma'am.
My name is, that's how to
Okay.
start. Hi
Okay.
is not polite.
I don't know.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. How's business? How's family? My name is Thomas Idagu, CEO, Tom's Food Global. We are into agricultural. We are into local agricultural production, such as we supply yams, rice, beans. Our business is creating an awareness, and we are new digital, broad and acceptable product lines. So, in case you need all of these services, I can
He
supply.
doesn't need the service, so he doesn't need the service. He is a rich man. You want to get his money. You want to get his money, so he doesn't need your service. So think about it. Let's have someone else. This is just to help you start thinking about your business. Thinking like a business person. Let's have someone else, please.
Okay. Good morning. Assuming I meet Mr. Tony in an elevator, I'll say, good morning, Mr. Tony. I've heard so much about you and how you encourage the young business owners. My name is Ugochi. I'm a graduate of food science and technology. My quest to reduce the unemployment rate in Nigeria led me to learn fashion designing, hence establishing a company in fashion designing known as Gotis Fashion, where we deal on all manner of female clothing from 0 years to adults. We deal both on lease materials and all. Although because of limited funds, we've not been able to pick up the business on a larger scale to bring up okay.
So at the end of the day, you should say, take my card. If you did not get to that point that he will tell you that take my card, then you have not done anything. Do you get the idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, are we getting the idea?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, ma'am.
So you should get to that point that Tony will say, oh yeah, here is my card. Call me later.
Yes.
That is the essence. You are not going to tell him no much story. Oh, you are into this, you are into that. We're trying to solve the, like you started well. I love the way you started. Hello, sir. I'm a graduate of this, and this is what I'm doing. I've been trying to, this and that and that. At the end of the day, oh, here's my card. I love what you are doing. Here's my card. Call me up later. Bye. And that's all. So you should be able to say, okay, here is my card. Because the essence is not just to talk for that talking sake. The essence is for you to tell him that, oh, please come and invest in our business. But he might not say, I'll give you money at that moment. But at least you should get his card. In fact, you need to even be forward, proactive by saying, here's my card. Can I have your sir? With respect. That is the essence of elevator pitch. It's fast. We are running. We are not, this one is not slow motion thing. Because he's also in a haste. He doesn't want to stay longer than that 1 minute on that elevator pitch because he knows that this person must have. So you need to convince him to the extent of saying, here is my card. As a business owner, we have to be fast. Anywhere you are going, your business should be you. You carry your business along. Anybody you are talking to, I have someone in my team. He has a business, but I'm always afraid to send him on to go and represent me for some programs because he's not going to talk about my own business. He's going to talk about his own business. Yes. Do you know why? He has so much put that his own business into his life that he can't even talk of any other thing except his own business. And it's fine. I love that. But when I've seen that, if I send this boy to go and represent me, he will not talk about my own. He will push my own business in one corner and start talking about his own. So that kind of person will get contracts. He will get connection. Fast, in short time. So we need to be ready. I love that thing in him. I just love that spirit in him. Well, once I want to get content, I just send him, oh yeah, you go. Even if you didn't talk about my business, just go and collect that contact and bring it for me. So that is it. We should get to that level of getting ready at all time. As a business owner, can we have one more person so that we move on? Elevator pitch. I just want us to have that understanding of that elevator pitch, how it is. It's a fast movement. You are walking on the road with person. He's walking to the car park. You don't have the time. So within that short time that you are strolling together before you get to his car, you have to tell him what you want. One more person.
Okay, ma, can I give a little try?
Yes, so please.
All right. Let's assume I come in face to face with the governor of Taraba State.
We are not assuming anything. Who do you want to meet? And go on.
All right. All right. Hello, good morning, sir. Mr. President. This is Matthias Victor, the graduate of accounting at Taraba State University and the CEO of Vicount Farms Limited. Sir, having looked at the nature of the insecurity and poverty within the country, we come up with an innovative idea that drives our farm activities. Now, we intend to bridge a gap between the communities and bring about peaceful coexisting between the community members, as well as we intend to involve the governmental bodies and the few educational bodies to enhance our vision so as to bring about good farm products, and we intend to export them to various states that have
what do you want me to do for you, sir? Yes, you are speaking already. So I'm already tired of your story. So I'm then asking you, what do you want me to do for you?
All right, I need your support regarding your understanding about the peaceful coexistence and the eradication of poverty within the country. Thank you, sir.
All right, here's my card. Here's my card. You call me later. So at the end of your conversation, there must be, because he's already listening to say, okay, what do you want me to do? What do you want? He's already in a haste. No time. I don't know if you had followed, if you've had that chance of meeting top officials at the airport and you have to be running after them. Do you think you have time to be explaining?
They don't have time. They don't have time. They have busy schedule.
Yes, so they are rushing. So in that short time that you have to quickly speak with them, you should be fast. Tell them what you want to do and make sure they say, okay, call me or here's my card or meet my PA to get my call or whatever. They should give you that call me. If you did not get call me or did not get their card or they did not refer you to their PA, you have not done anything. And at the end of the day, you now be saying, oh my God, I saw this guy. I didn't tell him. Meanwhile, another person is looking at that seconds, not even 60 minutes, not even 1 minute. Just give them 30 seconds. They will tell you about what they are doing and they'll get card. So let's think like that. Now we have the short form pitch. This short form pitch, you can relax. This one, no, you are not rushing anywhere. Nobody is rushing you. You can only be invited to pitch for this short form. So this means summarizing the more. Highlight the market size, how you create barriers for competition, your plan to monetize the business, and how much financing is needed. The short form pitches can run from 3 to 15 minutes, usually done live with either PowerPoint or keynote slides in the background. Like I said, if you attend some fellowship programs, you have to do presentation and pitching. So you have the time, 3 to 15 minutes is quite much. So if you are pitching in a competitive setting, note any length requirements. These shorter pitches can pique investors' interest and hand you the chance to present a long form pitch. No, then let's also be mindful of time when we are pitching. I was also at a pitching competition. I remember this guy, after we all had 1 minute or 2 minutes to pitch. Everybody had pitch, but his own time, after he had even gotten to 55 minutes to the exact time. They were saying, or 5 seconds to the exact time. They were already saying, time up, time up. This guy did not time up anything. He continued pitching, and he had to pitch over. So, you know, so when we are pitching, don't look at that time as the very time for you to say everything. Because when they were saying time up, he continued, oh, time up, time up. What else do you want to say when they had already timed you up? So let's work with time. If you have 3 minutes, follow that 3 minutes. In fact, what I do is, if you give me 3 minutes, I make sure I pitch on that 3 minutes. If you give me 2 minutes, it has to be 1 minute and some seconds. I will never get to that 2 minutes exactly. If you give me 1 minute, I will make sure I do 50 seconds. I will not do 60 minutes. So you still need to break your words, break your pitch, break them to fall in line with the timing you are giving. So like I said, when you are introducing yourself to Tony Elime, introduce yourself in any presentation. Hello, sir, I'm this, I'm a graduate of this, and I'm also the founder of this. You know, introduce yourself. So one of the best ways to introduce yourself in a presentation is to share a punchy elevator pitch, just like I did, like this. So mention your name, your affiliations, and your team. So start with introduction basis, then explain your solution, describe your successes, your success story, define your target market, explain your plan for customer acquisition. How do you want to get customers? Outline your competitors, describe your business model, and provide your financial projections. So you can have all in one page like this. One page like this. So the problem statement, solution, and the likes, everything in one page. Then if you are not good with graphic, you can always outsource. We can't do everything by ourselves, so you can outsource for people to help you out in doing. Then we have the long form pitch. So sometimes entrepreneurs are fortunate enough to have more than a few minutes to pitch their idea. So if this opportunity presents itself, it's important to make the most of your time. This is the opportunity to address every aspect of your business plan to capture the investor's interest. So zero in on your story, and share a real life scenario. Detail the market size to illustrate demand and clear examples of how you attract and retain customers, particularly in light of competitors. This will show you are planning for and are ahead of future challenges. Prepare your pitch. So consider preparing all 3 pitch lengths. So how many pitch style have I mentioned? How many types?
3 styles.
Okay, name.
3 types.
Yeah, list
the elevator pitch, the
pitch,
and the long pitch.
Thank you very much. So prepare different pitch. You have the long form, you have the short form, you have the elevator pitch. So prepare everything. You can do a video pitch. For that elevator pitch, just do that 60 seconds pitch. Talk about your business. In fact, I do that often. I do 1 minute, I do 2 minutes and live. So talk about your business. Then register the business in your memory, so that if you have that opportunity to meet all those top guys and you want them to invest in your business, you are ready. You have what to share. So you are not just thinking about what to say. You already have that business inside of you. It will be burning like burning like fire inside of you. So anybody you see, you're just telling them, I'm into this, and I'm into that. So prepare different pitch deck. You can do 3 minutes, you can do 2 minutes, you can do 1. Then you can also deck your pitch. If you don't know how to deck your pitch, it's through PowerPoint. Learn how to use PowerPoint, or you get somebody to help you out to use PowerPoint to do your presentation pitch, but you need to have all the three. You need to have them ready. So for any opportunities that might come in, you already have your pitch deck. So it's important to stay agile so you can modify your pitch to fit specific length requirements. Like I also said in the business plan session, that you need to have a comprehensive business plan, and you'll be cutting out from there and pasting it in another document to have a shorter form. So that is how it is also in pitch deck. You can have long form, you can have short form, you can have the elevator pitch. Then when landing your pitch, this is also important. Every investor prioritize different data and information. Yet, if you start by choosing the right investor, like we started, and then align their needs with your proposed market opportunity, value proposition, and your exit strategy, you have a chance at landing the pitch. So this will lead to your business evolution. Okay, so okay. So here is I listed some YouTube pages that you can also go and watch. We are meant to watch a pitch deck presentation. Hello? Yeah, we are meant to watch a video on a pitch presentation too. I don't know if the admin, can we still watch the video for the next 15 minutes before, and then we'll go for break. We'll also go for our group assignments and come back to round up. So we have for the next 15 minutes to 12, can we watch our video presentation? Then after that, we'll go for our group presentation. We have a group presentation, what we started last week. We are going back to our group, then to pitch from your group, you are going to pitch that your business. So by the next class, when we come back from break, we'll go into pitching your businesses. So there is a template, the admin, we have a pitch deck template that I shared with the admin. I hope she will share with you. So you need to deck your pitch and come for presentation in our next class. Meanwhile, let's watch the video. The pitching video, a pitch video presentation.
I can play the video.
Yes,
Just, Ma, could you please reshare the link if you have it?
Okay, let me check if I still
Okay,
have
thank
one.
you.
I thought you have. Okay. Let me try to check. If I still have it, fine. If I don't have it, then
I've seen
I
it.
have the link here, but
I've
is
seen
there a
the
way
link.
I can copy the link? Let me check. Okay.
I've seen the link, Ma.
Oh, okay, very good. Thank you.
Also tell that I've been working for the government for quite a while because I still read off paper. And so by next event like this, I would like some ideas on how I can do this a little better. And that's what innovation is all about. But meanwhile, let me say that this year's Global Entrepreneurship Summit has been just amazing. And I know I speak for every one of us in the US government and also in the State Department, which is my home agency. It's so inspiring to meet the world's best and brightest entrepreneurs and the investors and the mentors who help them along. This has been a wonderful, wonderful 2 days. So I just want to give everyone here a round of applause. Now this is our last event of the GES, and in some ways it just sums up everything that's been happening here, because in a few minutes you're going to hear pitches from 4 very talented finalists of the GIST Catalyst Pitch Competition. GIST stands for the State Department's Global Innovation Through Science and Technology Initiative, and it empowers young innovators through networking, skills building, mentoring, and access to financing to develop startup solutions that address economic and development challenges. Very much what you're all here to do today. GIST Catalyst even takes this a step further by helping entrepreneurs elevate their pitching skills and showcase their startups on a global stage. And if we're anywhere, we're on a global stage today, right here in Hyderabad. To learn more about all the opportunities available to all of you through the GIST initiative, I hope you'll visit gistnetwork.org. That's GIST network.org. And in keeping with this year's GES theme, Women First, Prosperity for All, GIST places an emphasis on engaging women entrepreneurs throughout its programs. And this year's pitch competition is no exception. 50% of our semifinalists were women this year. Now, GIST Catalyst and other GIST programs would not be possible without the business community, so I would really especially like to thank our Catalyst judges and sponsors for their time and support. Our 24 semifinalists are some of the brightest entrepreneurs out there, and the 4 finalists, one representing each of the 4 GES focus industries, are now going to pitch their startups to address some of the most pressing issues in their communities, and the grand champion will be announced after they're done. So thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to invite Ajita Shah from Frontiers Markets to the stage. Okay. No.
In India, 270 million people live in darkness, fear, and instability due to the lack of regular access to reliable electricity. While clean energy products can address this, we need to create solutions that are driven by households to reach the last mile faster. Frontier Markets has a proven business model that is ready to scale, putting women in the center of the value chain. Our 1,000 women entrepreneurs get trained in marketing, technology, product innovation, and get access to innovative clean energy products to sell to rural households to earn income. To date, our 1,000 women entrepreneurs have earned $2.5 million in revenue by selling solar home systems, clean cook stoves, and agri-appliances to 400,000 households in Rajasthan. We continue to innovate by listening to the rural household to understand what's next: a solar cook stove, a agri-appliance, a solar TV, and we partner with local Indian manufacturers to make that into a reality. We do this by listening to our rural households and also driving financial inclusion for our women entrepreneurs. Last year, our women entrepreneurs helped Frontier Markets break even, and now we're seeking $2 million of growth capital to expand our work into 6 states of India to generate $26 million of revenue and create 10,000 women entrepreneurs. We want to really understand that the last mile is about product innovation and people. Help us understand that women will be in control, they will be creditworthy, and the last mile will be heard. Join me in proving that investing in women is smartest business and the key to poverty alleviation and scale. Thank you.
Okay, now we'll hear from our second finalist, Janesh Sinha from Gandhan. Please come to the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Janesh Sinha and I'm one of the founders of Gyandhan. We are an education financing marketplace and the problem that we are addressing is huge. While education loans account for 46% of the higher education spend in the US, that number in India is just 5%, despite the low income levels. This clearly reflects the lack of opportunity, the lack of equality in opportunity to education. The reason for limited lending is that lenders find it difficult to assess students' future income, and therefore they rely on parental income and collateral to underwrite education loans. To solve for this, we have developed a model to predict students' future income, and we are working with lenders to create new education loan products. We do not charge any money from the students, but rather earn from the lenders. And we have received a great response with over $24 million in student loans originated in just 18 months since our inception. Before starting Gyandhan, we actually worked in Capital One, which is one of the largest banks in the US, shaping credit strategies for them. And we are currently seeking $3.5 million in funding so that we can expand our current setup and also establish a US lending arm. This US lending arm will help us address the problem that lenders have around cross-border defaults because we'll create a two-country credit reporting structure. I faced financial hurdles during my own higher education, but was helped by Super 30, a philanthropic organization. Now I want to do the same to others like me. I thank you.
Okay, I'd now like to invite Fiona Edwards-Murphy from EPIS Protect to the stage.
Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Imagine walking into a grocery store and realizing that there weren't any apples. There were no blueberries, no almonds. 1/3 of the food that we eat every day is reliant on having access to healthy honeybees. But there's a problem. Honeybees aren't healthy. There are a variety of diseases and pests devastating hives, and beekeepers are now finding that they're losing up to half of their honeybees every single year. This isn't just a problem for the €3 billion international honey market, but also for the global agri-food industry. Honeybees provide an estimated €153 billion worth of pollination to the global food industry. My name is Fiona Edwards-Murphy. I'm the CEO and co-founder of APIS Protect. APIS is the Latin word for bee, so APIS Protect literally means we protect the bees. And we do that using our unique Internet of Things solution. We place sensors inside the beehive and we collect data from them. We apply big data and machine learning techniques to extract valuable information about the colony, and then we provide actionable insights to the beekeeper, which allows them to take action to reduce losses and increase productivity in their hives. We have a unique team with decades of scientific, commercial, and engineering experience, and we've developed the second version of our platform, which will be rolling out to 200 beehives starting in December of 2017 as part of our commercial trial. We're also raising our seed round at the moment of €500,000, and I'd be really interested in speaking to anyone here today who can help me finalize that. APIS Protect is using groundbreaking technology to help our most important little friends stay healthy and continue providing us with food for generations to come. Thank you.
And now I'd like to invite Maria Burns-Ortiz from 7 Generation Games to the stage.
Hi, I'm Maria Burns-Ortiz, co-founder and CEO of 7 Generation Games. In the United States alone, we have 40 million children in schools today who will finish their education without the skills necessary to compete in math the growing number of jobs in STEM to having basic financial literacy. We are literally and figuratively failing our children. And this isn't just a US problem. In Latin America, 70% of kids will complete their education without these necessary math skills. That's why we developed 7th-generation games, combining educational research, game design, and artificial intelligence into video games that teach math in culturally relevant contexts in English and Spanish. With $1.7 million in funding to date, almost exclusively from non-dilutive grants, we've built out our games and have deployed them in schools across the United States. We've generating traction, we have revenue, and we've seen our number of schools using our games double in the last 3 months alone. Most importantly, our games work. Kids who played our games improved 300% of the control group in just 10 weeks. We're now expanding into Latin America, a market underserved by the ed tech industry, where the growth rate for learning games is 47% a year. Right now we're raising $750,000 to make this happen so that we can continue our growth in the US market as well as expand internationally. We project reaching 10 million children and $30 million in annual revenue within 5 years. At 7th-generation games, we're making better educational games because we believe better math scores open doors to better futures. Thank you.
Okay, so that's the pitch deck. So we'll be going to the breakout rooms now, and we'll be coming back by 12:30. So I'm going to open the rooms, and everybody go to the breakout rooms and discuss on the assignments to come back and present by 12:30. Okay, so I guess you all have your rooms, so just go to your room. I'm not assigning anyone. The rooms are already there. Just choose your own room. You all know your room, so just join your rooms.
Hi, please, what about the rooms that are not functioning and we don't even know ourselves? Can we join any other room? Or it has to be that room that is not functioning?
Okay, you'd have to join another room because clearly not everybody from those particular rooms are on this call right now.
Okay, thank you.
So sorry, excuse please. If you are in group 2, can you join us on that WhatsApp group? Can you go to the WhatsApp group, please?
Actually join your room 2. Join your room 2 here so that you can all discuss here, because if you go to the WhatsApp group, they won't want to come back.
Hello.
But,
I can hear you.
Yeah, what about we just joining for the first time?
I just answered that question. That's the first question I answered. Join the other rooms because not everyone is present. So just join them so you can know what they're actually doing.
Yeah, we have rooms there. We don't know the ones to join. That's all. So we have a lot of rooms.
Join anyone.
Can we just pick one? Okay,
Yes.
okay, thank you.
Okay, why are people still on this main room?
Okay,
The other
I
rooms?
think I have a question. Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you.
All right. So yeah, I actually belong to group 4, right? And I think earlier on we had the assignment I was given. We've done it already in the group. I would like to know, did we joining this or going back to our group as of now? Is it with respect to the pitch presentation stuff we're going to present after the group?
Yes. So it's what you did. You're now going to see what they did, the pitch video you just watched. So now you're going to pitch your business based on that assignment you had.
You mean with respect to the business model canvas?
Yes.
I see. In a way, we've actually done it.
So you can go there, choose who's going to presenting, go over your work. Then when we come back, everybody will have to present. Each group will have to present.
Okay, how many minutes is the presentation?
I think no, you just have 5 minutes. You actually have 5 minutes to present.
Okay, that's good. All right, no problem. Thanks so much.
So
welcome.
There's no prompt for us to go to the group. I can't even see any group. I don't understand. Am I getting something wrong?
Please, who else saw a prompt to join a group? It's there. If you're using a phone, you would see a box that has it's written breakout rooms. If you're using a phone screen, you're going to see that there is a prompt. Just click on it.
Thank God, man.
It was.
Which one is thank God, man? How
was
the
great.
section in your room? The discussion, the engagement of every participant.
It was great.
It was interesting. It was interesting.
It was engaging.
Very good. So now I'm trying to share my screen so that we are going to pitch. Each group will be pitching what they have done so far. That's a practical session using the templates that was shared. And before then, I would like us to judge that pitch section, that video we watched. I want us to judge that session. So give your answers to whoever you think did well and should win that pitch competition. Before we show the final video, I want us to guess, okay, which of the particular person should win that pitch presentation. From your own perspective, from what you watch and what you saw them did.
Okay, from what I watched personally.
Yeah.
From what I watched and based on my own judgment,
yeah.
the lady that presented, the third lady should be the one that win the competition. I can't really recall her name, but she's the one that talked about beehives or something like that.
Okay. Honey beehives, okay. Yeah, any other person?
No, I prefer the game, the one that talked about using game to teach math, because that was the height for me, because it's a very futuristic investment that will never end.
So
I
you can
believe that
see,
should be.
you can see how you are all speaking from the investor's perspective now, that you are the one investing in them. So you can see how it is when you are putting investors in your shoe now, how they also think when you stand there to pitch. And that is why I'm asking that, okay, how can you assess them? So any other person from your own view, what do you think about that presentation, and who do you think should win the pitch eventually? Before we go back to the video.
According to me, I would rather choose that woman that was just on mathematics and that games. The session was so nice. And it's a very insightful speech made there.
Hello?
Hear me? Are you coming back? Yeah, hello? Can you hear me? Excuse me.
Yes, we can hear you now.
So now, admin, please take it back to that video. Let's see the final winner of that pitch, so that we can also see how investors think when we go to pitch before we now go into the final conclusion of our session.
So proud to thank and honor our grand champion for the 2017 GIST competition, Ajayata Shah from Frontier Markets in India. Woo!
Wow. Yeah, so can we all see? Hello, we are back to class now.
Yes, you can see the first presenter was who won the.
That's the lady now. Huh?
That's the lady from India, the beehive.
Yes, she deserves it.
Yes. That is the one. So I won. Oh, man. Ah, I saw it coming.
So that's how investors think. You know, that's why I said put yourself in the shoe of investors. You are the one seeing startups come up to pitch, so you can see how it is, so that you won't feel like you are being cheated at the end of the day. So that's how it looks like. So now let's go back to our, I'm going to share my own template, and after sharing my own templates, I'll be calling on each of you, that's group by group, to pitch. You're going to pitch. That's the section for today, pitching. So you are going to pitch, and then we give you the final judgment also, just to also help you improve on your pitching skill. Now I have my own template here. This is a simple template for startups. In case you don't have a pitch deck, you can use this, modernize it, and use it for your own pitch deck presentation. And you can also make it better than this. It's not a must you use this. This is just a template for startup. But in case you don't have a deck, you can use this as a guide to get what you want. So you can always make a better pitch deck. Is by going to PowerPoint and making use of PowerPoint. So your first page in your pitch, you should have your business name. And this is where you are going to summary of what your business does and your location. What is your product and what are its unique value, unique proposition. So you have it. You can also have a design by the side of your business, if you like. Then the next slide, your target audience. Who are your target audience? Who are your customers? Where are they? So you are going to tell us everything about your customers in the next stage. Are they young professionals? Are they retirees? Young professional retirees and the likes. You need to state them in your target audience. Farmers, who are your target audience? Caterers, who are your target audience? You need to write them. Okay, so this blank page is meant to be your problem statement. What problem are you solving? All right. So you keep creating the column to input those components of a pitch deck. So the problem you are solving, you had it up. You can also add up another slide, the solution you are also providing through that your business. Okay, then the traction. What level is your business now? How did it begin? Just like I mentioned that you tell your story. So you can tell your story here, how it all started. It started when I was in my university days and the likes, in the year 2020 and the likes. What level is your business now? Write about the stage your business is now and how far you have come. When did you start? Where are you now? And where are you hoping to get to? Also, like I mentioned, this is just for this class. If you are pitching some business, some investors or programs, most of them have their templates. So when they share their templates with you, you have to follow their template. But this is just a basic startup pitching template. In case you are not asked to follow a particular template, you can just walk around this template and use to make up your own pitch deck. So under your financials here, there's this is where you now state your startup capital required. What do you require for your startup? Pre-opening, your pre-opening balance, how much do you need? Your startup stock, how much do you need? Your initial opening expenses, how much do you need? You state them, then the financial indicators, number of months that you are hoping to pay back in case of investment, then depending on the investment. So let me just talk briefly on this investment. We have grants as funding. We have loan. That's what we call debt funding. And we have investors. Investors will invest in your business and expect to take a particular percentage from your business. So an investor might say, okay, I want to give you 50 million and I'll be taking 10% of shares from your profit every year, 10 million, 10%, 10%. Some investors can say they want to have 40%. In fact, it depends on you. How much are you willing to give investors? Some people now, do you know how this investment thing, this is how it works? I might have this 100% funding from my side, and because I want investment, I now go on and speak with an investor. That, okay, I have 100%. You come and invest in my business. I'll give you 60% from my own 100%. If I'm this, you have in limited business, that's LTD, limited liability, you should have minimum of 2 board of trustees or board of directors. So from that 100%, if you have 90 and your trustee, the other person has 10%. So from your 90%, you want to give some percentage to investors. You now say, okay, from my 90%, I'll give you 50%. I have 40%. It just shows that you have given a larger percentage of that business to an investors. It means that investors will control your business. They will be giving you direction. They will be giving you rules, conditions that you have to work and to make sure that you get that business running. If they give you 50%, put 50% of your investment, you need 50 million. And they are giving you 25% because you're already giving them 50%. So they'll give you 25%. And you put the 25 million into your own business, they will control you all. So you have to be careful of these investors and the likes. So if you are giving out some percentage, just be mindful of how many percentage you are giving. If you give them 60, you take 40, they will rule your business. In fact, some investors will take up your business from you because you have given them the largest share of that your company. And I've heard of a pharmacist that did that, and unfortunately the pharmacist is not existing again because of investment like this. You want investors to come and put money in your business and you're giving them 90% while you're taking 10%. Then it's not your business anymore. It's been bought off. So we need to understand this investment in the way it is. So as a startup, I advise that you go for grants. If you go for grants, nobody is asking you to come and give them 10% or 20% of your income or from your profits. Grant is free money. So you can start from where you are, from that level you are. You can start looking for $1,000 grants. You move on to $5,000 grant. You continue moving to 20, to 30, to 50. Somebody got 50,000 US dollars grant without refund. So let us understand this. We have grants, we have loan. It's just that loan, I wouldn't advise you to go for loan if you are just starting up. You can go for a loan to scale up your business. Maybe if you have a larger capacity. For instance, if you are a supplier, that lady in catering services or agriculture, or the creative lady, if you are a supplier to United Nations, maybe UN Women, or any of the UN organization here in Nigeria, WHO, and they request that you supply them catering services for a particular training they have, UN Women will not pay you immediately. They will ask you to go and use your money to provide the services. And they have their own terms and conditions. And it's even like they will tell you their terms and condition of payment is after 3 months. But my own question is, which money will you use in providing the service if they are saying they want to pay you after 3 months? So in such cases, people go for loan. They take that letter, they take it to bank. The standing order, they take it to bank that this is the contract I got from the United Nations. I'm to supply them a catering service for 1 week or for 1 month for this particular program they have. And I don't have funding. So I want to get a loan from the bank to service that contract. So once the payment is being made, I'll pay back. Yes, that is okay. That is fine. And for you to get to that, before you can get to that level, of course, you've been doing business. You didn't just start now and you fall in line in that level. No, you would have been in business over time, and you've been working with United Nations for them to have even select you as one of their contractors, vendors that will be supplying things for them. Anything you are supplying to them, that is their norm. They will tell you it's 3 months and the like. So I advise that you go for grants. Look out for grants, then you look out for equity or loan. That is when you have gotten to a certain level in your business. Investment is also good. Investors are also good. But the truth is you need to understand how the investment plan works. Don't give out all your shares to investors. Don't, because you need money now. You say investors come and take my business. They will take it. If you give, it's even, how will you give investors 60 and you take 40? That means you are telling them to come and run the business for you. They will be giving you order, instruction, and you have to run. So that's the way it works. So please understand how investment work as a startup. So sources of fund, you list them. Is it personal funding? Is it loan investment? Is it grants? Is it family and friends? You need to list them, how you are going to get your funding for your business. Then here, what's your competitive advantage? What stands you out from the other competitors in your organization or in that industry? Someone who is into catering services, what stands you out? Why should I come and patronize you? You know, we dealt with this the last time. What gives you that edge above your other competitors? So you need to list all your competitors. Who are your competitors? How do you stand out from others? So maybe let me just ask that agri account person, who are your competitors, please? Then the lady in creative sector, who are your competitors, please? Can I know? You know, this will also help in helping you shape how you put up your pitch deck. Who are your competitors? You need to have at least 4 or 5 competitors that you know their name, you know where they are, and you have researched to know what they are doing, that you can do better. So
okay,
let's go. The floor is open. Competitive advantage.
Yes, ma'am. Like personally, like our own in agriculture, for that my own side, on that my own business.
Yes.
Competitor is the late chairman of PDP in Taraba State, Victor Kona, and the late governor of Taraba State, Dan Babasunte. They have the biggest farm in the state.
Wow.
But yes, but the truth is that they don't involve in community unity.
So you can see that you now have a competitive advantage over them. So
Yes.
that is how you list them. So when you are listing your competitors, you list the name, identify who they are, know where they are, know what they are doing, and you can do better. Thank you very much for that. So continue, please.
So they don't involve in community unity. Hence, we want to inculcate that as our own leverage to unite the community, establishing festivities and reaching out to organizations to also sponsor us. That is all.
Yeah, thank you very much. Any other person, your competitive advantage, who are your competitors? Then what are you doing to outshine your competitors?
Okay. For me, my competitors are other business owners that are into my line of business, like other printing companies and other companies.
What's their name? Do you know the name of their company? You know, the others are many. Have you identified one or two or three or four with their name? Have you checked them out? Maybe the services they are providing. Have you looked at what they are doing that you can do better than? You know
yeah.
that? Oh yeah.
Okay. If I'm to mention the ones in my environment,
yes.
I have PHC Vinyl as one of my competitors. It's a really big printing company in Port Harcourt that do basically the same things that I do. They offer for companies, for individuals, they brand gift items as well, but they don't do interior decoration. Then I have Clemberry. They are also into printing and design as well. Then I have VevTech as well. It's also a printing and branding company. Then I have oh sorry, I forgot the name of this other company. But
okay, so now what are you doing that they are not doing, or what are they doing that you can do better?
One of the, because when I did my study of their, let me say, of their own businesses and what they do, I realized that many of these companies, they are not very creative about their designs, the graphic design and content that they do. I noticed that there's no uniqueness, like they're just like basic. And I realized that a lot of people want something that really stands out. They want designs that you look at and you're like, wow, who did this? Many of the kinds of designs I do, people always sending messages that, wow, that who did this design, that this person is really good and all that. So I noticed that that was one gap that they were missing out on, that I could.
That's an edge for you.
And that also helped me out during a recent pitch that I did. I wasn't even there, but someone that's got some product from me some years ago, she happened to be in a meeting where they needed to make some branded materials, like a lot. And she suggested me to them. I wasn't even there, I was in Lagos. And you know, they reached out to me through her. And they said that they have an event they're planning. They want us to send our designs. So based on the designs everyone sent, and they will pick the person that they're going to give that particular contract to. So the thing is that I do designs myself, and I also have other graphic designers that work with me as well. So I wanted one of my very good graphic designers to do that particular design. But where I'm going to here is having other added skills sometimes helps out in business. The person could not deliver what I wanted within the short period of time. So I had to come up by myself to do that design by myself. And I was able to send it to them just before the meeting started. At the end of the meeting, the woman called me and she told me that, okay, they deliberated on all the designs that they saw. They loved my samples. They loved the design. They loved the way I did all the mock-ups and sent to them, that at the end of the meeting, she will let me know what they came up with. And I was waiting for her. She called me at the end of the meeting and she told me that, okay, they want 50 samples. Can you deliver within 3 or 4 days? It just came all of a sudden. And I just told her yes. I didn't even think twice. I just told her yes. I was not even sure if I could actually deliver in those 3 to 4 days because I wasn't in Port Harcourt in Lagos. I just saw that yesterday done, ma. And she said, "You're not around. How do you go about it?" I said, "Don't worry. That whether I'm around or not, I can deliver
business, yes.
that particular number of days." And I had to do everything possible. I had to move the sky, move the the earth, and everything to make
Yes,
sure that
ma'am.
those sample. And I don't know. Unfortunately for me, after everything I tried, some of my teams they actually made me not to deliver it on that exact day. But I called them and I explained what happened to them, and they were willing to give me just like 2 extra days to work.
Extra days, yes. So you can see prompt delivery. Number one, you exhibited prompt delivery. Number two, communication. Communication. So something must give you an edge over others. That's what we mean by competitive advantage. Because you have many other 10 people queuing up for this same job. So what will stand you out? That is what we are talking that is what we meant by competitive advantage, and you need to state them. So can I get one more person share your competitive who are your competitors and then your competitive?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll talk about my own company. Abbas Alamo and Co. Into logistics and also a bit of real estate.
Okay.
For real estate, I'd say my competitors are Jide Taiwo and the likes. Yeah, and what I would call my competitive advantage is the fact that I go basically down to the needs of the client, in the sense that I don't think if you want to get a land from Jide Taiwo, I don't think they'll go to the extent of saying they want to help you go through doing the
Yes, so
COO
you
and
need
all.
to have researched about them to know what they do and what they don't know.
What they
That is
don't
what
do.
you pick from their own weakness and turn it into your own opportunity and advantage. I know
Exactly.
Jide Taiwo is a big player in the real estate.
Real estate industry.
Yes. Yeah, go on. Go
Ilona.
on, please. Yes.
Okay, in my own side of business line, which is agri,
Okay.
there's a product that we call in the that's the name in the name, the local name. So the yam is basically for eating, and it's also good for pounding. So there's this company called A to Z Limited. They supply others product, but the customers rather prefer this kind of a yam that I do supplies to them. Even to some point, the same company used to call me at times if I could be able to supply them. But because of the future, how they're refusing not to supply them, instead I said to customers. So I think in as much they are huge, they are big, but I'm using this opportunity in selling this my particular product that is well accepted by the customers. Thank you.
Yeah, so 2 participants raised their hand. Who are these 2 participants? I'll take you,
Thank
2
you.
of you, then we can go into our presentation proper.
All right, Mark. Okay, so I think, good day, everyone. My name is Elijah Moses. And basically for us, I'm the co-founder of Kugatel. Kugatel is a fintech telecom powered startup. I mean, who are our competitors in this case? Yes, we have the likes of GSOP, we have the likes of MoneyPoint, we have the likes of Raypower. There's a fintech platform, operating platform called Raytech. We also have the likes of OPay. Now, this is the crazy thing about everything. What gives us the unfair advantage? Number one, our target audience, we specifically target underserved communities. So far, this constitutes of about 40 million people. So we target the grassroots. We are in the grassroots. At the moment, we have like an overseeing advantage over 3 local governments in Lagos as of now, and also in Owerri, Imo State. Our second advantage again is the fact that we are the first ever to drive, it's called autonomous financial service all from a single platform. In other words, whether you're in the village, you have a GSM phone, you can use our solution to actually run transaction process. Whether you are in the city and you make use of your mobile phone, our solution can actually serve you. And we are also building tools and systems that can help SMEs. We call it the SME Business Park, to actually get some sort of like digital leverage. We're the second of the kind. The first is actually FSI. So we're bringing, we're giving SMEs that tech leverage to our solution as well. And lastly, one of the key advantage is you could actually initiate transaction process through our WhatsApp API. In other words, imagine if rather than you going to your bank, your account mobile app, even though you don't have a mobile app, to send money, imagine doing that through WhatsApp directly. Yes, nobody has done that before actually. So these are our key advantage, and this sets us apart from Money Point. Our tech solution is solid, our security solution is solid, and we are leading. And we see good prospect ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. So you can see when you are pitching when you are putting up your pitch deck, you know how to state all those things in your pitch deck. So let me have one more before we then go into our presentation. Any other person?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
So I'm the girl into catering.
Okay, yeah.
So about my competitors, I think I don't know the name of the, I think mini me chin chin.
Okay. So after this class is part of what you need to do. Know who your competitors are. Who are those people that are dragging that market with you? That's just the competitors. You need to know them. You need to know what they are doing differently that you are not doing. So you can also look at their weak points and use it as an opportunity to better your own business. All right, so please go on.
Okay, so for mini changes, because I currently I bake other things, but for this stage I just supply chin and just chin. That's what I supply.
Okay.
So I look at mini chin, and I found out that their ingredient, the first chin I made, someone was like, this chin tastes like mini chin. Is it mini chin? I was like, chin that I made by myself. And I asked the person, seriously, why do you say that? The person said it has this texture and everything like mini chin. Then so when I went to decided to make mine different.
Yes.
Make mine different. What will I add to my own recipe that will make it taste different and unique? That if somebody like wants to remember my own chinchin, they'll be like, that chinchin that tastes like this. So I decided to add one secret ingredient. I'll not say the ingredient.
Yes, now that's fine.
So I decided to add one secret ingredient. Now the recent one I've been doing, some people made their review. They were like, did you add I taste pepper? So one of my classmates that bought the chin, she was like, she tasted pepper. I was like, yes. Then she was like, what kind of pepper did I add? I told her, madam, I will not tell you. She was like, Doctor, tell me now. Tell me. I told her, no, that I'm not telling, that this is my business. And that's my secret ingredient, that I added pepper, but I'll not tell her the kind of pepper. So this pepper I added has given me an edge. An edge over this, because I'm still planning to like get a NAFDAC number and register on a NAFDAC card.
Yeah, we keep evolving. Yes, it's fine. You keep evolving as you are doing your business. You keep evolving.
So that's it.
Yeah,
and I think also mini change they don't have, because the way their ingredients, some of the things there, I think some people are allergic to most of their ingredients, the things they use for the chin. So I'm also thinking of a way where I can make my own chin that like different taste, different recipe, where people who are sick like diabetes
yeah,
can also take it.
Yes, so that's where you then do research. When you have tested the market, you have seen who your game changers are, then of course you need to also up your game and move forward. So that's the pitch deck session for you. Okay, the last deck should be where you put your contact us, your phone number, your email, your website, and the like, so that when you send out your pitch deck, they can always get back to you via your email or your website. They can check you out. Then of course, your contact address. And again, we have a platform where you can also upload your pitch deck to get investors. As if you are looking at getting investors for your business, you can also upload your pitch deck. And of course, if you're uploading to a platform like that, you are not looking at who is coming to steal your business. So that's why business is open. Just be sure that where you are sending your pitch deck to, they are credible source, and they are the kind of people that doesn't need your business. They just either they invest in your business or they let you go. So those are the kind of people you need to send your pitch deck to. So with this time, I'm done with my own presentation. It's now time for your group presentation. So I want to know, Ogbonna Dorcas, do you want to say something?
No, ma.
All right. Yeah, so now we are going to our group presentation, and each of the group, you have okay, let's say 2 to 3 minutes to pitch your idea. So admin, please, you are going to time them. So you pick somebody from your group who will pitch, and I'm going to be marking attendance. Every member of the group will also come out and support whoever is pitching. And you also tell us your name, the group you belong to, and the business you are pitching. So the floor is open now. So we are going to go. How many groups do we have first? Then we'll go group by group now for our pitching section. In total, how many groups do we have, admin?
I think 10.
10. Very good. So now we are going to do each group. Now you're going to be presenting. So let's have group 1. Make your presentation. Your names, every member of the group will say their names, then the business you are pitching, and you start. Group 1, if you belong to group 1, it is time to pitch, and your time starts now. Group 1. Nobody from that group? Group 1, where are you? Okay, let's do group 2. Group 2.
All right. Yes, ma'am. I'm the leader of group 2, ma'am. So
awesome. So how many of you are in group 2?
Actually, we're 8, but
yeah, so if you are in group 2, just say your name. Let's have you on floor. All group 2 members, let's have you on floor.
Okay, my name is Matthias Ondawase Victor, the leader of the group 2.
Okay, then your other group members, where are they? Call them out and let's have them.
My name is Adebayo Abdallah.
Adebayo, that's 2. Okay.
My name is Alamo Abbas Kayode.
You are in group 2. Yes. That's 3. Okay. Who else?
My name is Kennedy Oshinaiki.
Okay, that's 4.
My name is Joy Toby. I'm in group 2.
Oh, very good. That's 5. Only 5. So please go ahead. 5 representative.
Okay, ma. So how many minutes do you say I have?
You have 2 minutes, please.
All right.
Somebody can help you out from your group.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Victor Matias.
I'm on the
Please hold
timer.
on. Admin, please, time. 2 minutes.
Okay. I'll start again.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Victor Matias, the founder of Vicon Farms. There have been days where the community thrives in peace, love, and affection, for the culture was a shared thing for both tribes. The gunshot and sentiments, poverty by competition, threw all that away. And that is why Vicon Farms comes in. A forward-thinking agricultural enterprise, community-centered, with mission for sustainable crop and livestock production, crop nutrition and education, as well as community development. We want to unite the community with our robust presence, contributing towards lasting and removing inequality and establishing a community support fund to eradicate poverty. Bettered by cultivation of diverse crops such as rice, bean seeds, soybeans, maize, egusi, and as many as you can mention, we are committed to fostering peace and coexistence within the diverse communities. The enterprise seeks to bring a stage of cultural festivals that brings tribes together to celebrate uniqueness, compete heavily, bringing the government and other investors to watch and support the community. Our target market comprises of local customers, wholesalers, retailers, restaurants, and international or export markets, such as Lagos, Alaba market, and Abuja. Hence, a vision big as this, we need support in finance, materials, and farming tools, seeds, and manpower. We anticipate the UN organization, the federal and the state government to foster this move for the change in our community, and also the interested parties. Hand on hand, we will reach our goal. We have needs of things to finance, such as 5 sprayer machine, 30 bags of fertilizers, 20 hoes, land, or totaling 3 million naira. And we are telling you that with you, our vision will be established.
The time is up. The time is up. Time's up.
Thank you very much, Group 2. So Group 3, can we have you? Group 3? Ezekiel.
Yeah, I'm in group 3. Bro, I think I heard the group 3 leader speak earlier, so I don't know.
Who is the group 3 leader that pitched earlier? He pitched for group 2.
Group 3 leader is Bukola.
So Bukola me, who is pitching? So you need to get yourself ready. Your time is already, we've started already. You have 2 minutes and you are still contemplating on who to pitch.
No. You wanted us to like names one after the other first. Hello.
Group 3, we are waiting.
Okay, my name is Bukola from Group 3.
What's happening, Group 3?
I think
Sarah, she's talking, but I think it's low. I think her network is. She was presenting now. Bukola was talking, but I think.
Okay, Bukola, can you be audible? I can't hear that.
I think it's the network.
Hello, Ezekiel. Kindly mute your mic.
Okay.
Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, I said I think it's a network issue. Sorry about that, ma'am.
It's fine.
Yes, I said my name is Bukola from Group 3, and I have other members of the group here as well.
Okay, can we hear them introduce themselves?
My name is Ayode.
That's one.
My name is Pache John.
That's 2.
I'm Ezekiel Inosegbe.
That's 3. Is that all?
No,
So continue.
maybe they are not
That's
ready.
4 of you in group 3.
Okay, ma'am.
You have 4 rep from group 3. So continue.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So the business name is the Belize brand. Belize brand is a printing, design, and branding company that also ventures into some aspects of interior decoration. The Belize brand was born out of the passion for creating unique product designs on different kinds of items for individuals and also for different level of businesses. And we provide services to a wide range of customers, which include schools, churches, corporate organizations, political parties, students on campuses, and private businesses as well. So some of the products that we have are branded T-shirts. We have branded gifts and souvenirs. We have interior decor accessories that can be used in homes, can be used in offices, can be used in hotels, and any kind of place where a touch of heart is needed. So our business objective is to promote brands and to help individuals showcase their uniqueness. And one of the competitive analysis, one of the competitive hedge that we have against our competitors are the fact that we produce our products using high quality printing techniques, and we also give best qualities at cost effective prices that clients can relate with. And we also deliver our products promptly, and we also use very nice customer service approach to retain our customers and communicate with them effectively. So we noticed that business is a business that is very cost and capital intensive, and that's one of the major challenges that we experience because of the high cost of equipment and printing machines that we need to work with. We also experience some bit of financial challenges.
Admin, are you checking the time for them?
Cost of production, supplies, and all that. So we believe that partnering with us by investing in our business or any kind of support we can get will help us to increase our sales. It will help us to increase our production beyond the level at which we're producing now, and we can reach a wide market, and we can also extend globally as well, because sometimes we have clients.
Time's up. Sorry, your time's up. Your time's up.
Okay. Thank you very much. So group 4, you said you want to share your slide. Can you allow them share their slides, please, admin?
Yeah, group 4 actually would like to share our slide. I have that with me here. Thank you. Elijah Moses. Hey, admin, can I host disabled participant sharing?
Okay, you can share your slide.
Okay, let me. I think the host disabled participant sharing.
No, she will enable you share now. So
All right.
while we are getting ready for that, your group members, can they introduce themselves? Group 4.
Oh, all right. So group 4, we actually in total 10 plus me making 11. So
Okay.
if you hear group 4, kindly identify yourself.
I am a 4 member.
I'm counting, please. Can you introduce
I am-
yourself, your
Okay.
name?
Okay, my name is Oluwatoyin, and I'm part of the group 4 members. Thank you.
Okay.
Group 4. Okay, Mr. Gochi is here.
Ogochi, I can't hear that voice. Hello. Yeah. Okay, that's 2. That's just 2 people.
I think the rest ought to be here. Well, they were here earlier though.
So you are just 3. I can only count 3 of you.
So remain 8 more. Oh, sorry, remain 7 more.
Yeah. So try sharing now if you have been enabled.
Yeah, I can. Can you see my screen?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a moment.
Okay. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, start.
Wait. Ready? Okay, so good everyone. My name is Moses Elijah and Group 4, and I present to you Kugatel Technology, creating the banking experience beyond the bank. So this is actually my story. Growing up in the slum, I wouldn't want to take much time, but one of the key challenges I observe is that accessibility and getting access to affordable resources, internet and cash wise, was a big challenge for me and many others. So far, with this solution, from the month of July down to the month of August into that in the month of October into November, we did a turnover of about 132,400,000. I know you're asking, how did you do that? Don't worry, because of the time, I'll have to move a bit faster. So this is the problem. Affordable finance and data option is a big challenge, and Nigeria has about 40 million plus unbanked and underbanked population. And this has led to over 27 trillion naira going through indirect pipelines as of a statistics from Statista 2017. This is the problem, and this is also an opportunity as well for us. So our solution is very easy. Working on this problem, we built a digital application that has a USSD model that connects digital asset and transaction process together in one place without stress. Whether you're a business person, you're an individual, you do transaction, or you buy data, or you do anything, this platform is for you. Even your village people liked our product. I tell you, because we have a lot of village people from underserved communities who have used our solution. So our target audience is very easy. We look at the financially underserved individuals, marginalized communities, and youth and students. So far, Kugatel decided to empower over 4,000 undergraduate people within tertiary institutions who want to actually get access and become connected, leveraging on the internet. Our unique value proposition is very easy. The solution is built on blockchain, so it's strong. You cannot break through our security framework. We also have a USSD model and also an intelligent AI system. So whether you speak Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or anything, you can use our solution. English does not have to be your first choice. Our target audience is interesting. Based on the statistic, 1.7 billion, 40 million people, and total obtainable markets of about 3 million people. Was I disconnected? I think I was disconnected.
Sorry, your time's up.
Oh, I didn't know.
Also, I had to take your full submission.
So you can see that when you are pitching, you need to put yourself into that pitch, but then you need to be time conscious. I don't know how many slides you have.
I just have like 3 more slides to go.
You can see. So do you think 2 minutes will be enough for you to make that pitching? So in so doing, if you have 2 minutes, you go straight to the point that investors might really be interested in.
Yeah.
Tell your story, how you started. Tell how you're generating that revenue. And you mentioned in your pitch, within 3 months, you made that huge amount of money. Can you break it down? Can you tell us how you have been able to achieve that? Because immediately I saw that. I want to calculate that. Oh, wait, what am I saying? So that's the way it is to investors, that within 3 months, is this guy sure of what he's saying? You know? So you need to break it down. You need to let us see the real thing. How were you able to do that? You can't just come and give me figure now.
Yeah.
So you have to state it and break it down that, oh, in 1 month, this is how we did it. So we increased in 2 months, and we increased in the 3rd month, and this is how we're able to get it. So don't just come and give figure when you are pitching.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. I was just going to add that amazingly, thank you so much. Amazingly, you talked about the financial record.
All right, let's go to group 5. So I'll come back to everybody's presentation. Group 5. Group 5. Where art thou, Group 5? It's pitching time. So if we now have people that want to invest into your business and you're now running, Group 5, where are you? Anybody from Group 5? Wow. Group 6. Group 6. Oh, really? Nobody from Group 6 too? Group 7.
Hello, ma. Group
Yes,
7.
ma. Yeah, we are here.
All right. So let's go on. Group 7.
Yeah.
All right, Group 7. Attendance first, right?
Yes, attendance, please.
All right, I'm Davis Marvelous, Group 7.
Fine, that's 1.
Ebuchem Felix from Group
That's
7.
2.
Oguna Dorcas, Group 7.
3. Thomas.
Yeah.
Ebuchem 4.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Olusegun Shumefun, Group 7.
That's 5.
Olusegun Shumefun, Group 7.
Yes, that's 5. Okay.
Yeah,
Stephen, are you part of Group 7? All right. So we have 6 of you. Okay. So Group 7, the floor is yours. Let's hear you. Group 7, who is speaking for you? Who is representing your group?
Okay, I'm here, ma.
All right.
He's here, he's coming.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
hello, ma.
Yes, please, let's have you.
Okay, ma. I'm Chief Thomas Idagui, CEO of Tom's Food Global.
Okay.
Our story is not much, but straight. How would you feel knowing your investments not only cultivates quality yams, but also sows the seed of positive change in community? We all know a yam is being eaten basically in the central area of Nigeria and some other African countries. Are you with me?
Yes, yes.
Yam is so important that it has its own festival. The New Yam Festival, it is used as marriages, dowries, many measures of households, and social standing. Recently, Nigeria officially started exporting yams from other Africa. In our quest to eradicate hunger, which is SDGI, Tons Food Global, have you seen a future where mechanized farming bridges the gap between agricultural potential and resource-limited local farmers? Okay, our problem statement. Many communities face the challenge of limited resources, hindering the growth of local farming. This gap is knowledge and the equipment are all there. It is an oriented job for us to see. Problem validation. Local farmers lack success to quality yam seedling and struggle with past and post-harvest management. Then how are we coming to eradicate all of this? Tom's Food Global has witnessed first-hand information for trying to improve in getting mechanized equipment to yield the success of yam farming. Proposed solution. Our mechanized farming approach empower local farmers by providing quality seedlings and ensuring a safe and efficient harvest. This is not just alone. We are also planning to boost agricultural output and also align with the SDGI 1 in contributing to the global efforts to eliminate hunger, our market opportunity. The demand for quality food products in hospitals, hotels, restaurants, career, food, and professionals are increasing every day. Tons Food Global is strategically positioned to meet the demand of all of this. market size and growth. The agricultural sector is vast, and the growth potential is substantial. With increasing awareness of sustainable practices, the market for high-quality, ethical, and sourced products is expanding. Competitive landmark analysis. Why competition assets exist? Sorry? Our commitment to impact coupled with focus on quality and safety assets. Sorry?
Continue.
Okay. Our social impact coupled with focus on quality and safety set us apart.
Sorry, your time is up. Your time is up. It's been up for some time. Just 1 second.
So you want to say
Who was talking behind? Who
2
was talking
minutes?
behind my team? Why are you talking behind?
Is the timekeeping accurate at all? Because my own was very short from you. This one that
I actually timed it.
No,
It was quite
the
long.
time was up, but I could not stop it from where I was because I could not say anything because of network.
Okay,
It's 2
yeah.
minutes,
So
so
thank you very
yeah.
much, Thomas.
We did last time. Sorry
Thank
for
you
that.
for that presentation, Group 7.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
100% with you, 100.
So what? Okay, so let's have the other group before we go into results. Group 8.
Most of our experience last time was a minimum of 10,000. Yeah.
Group 8, are you there? Group 8, no rep from Group 8.
Okay, so from the people that went to the assigned group, we only have group 7 is the last group.
The old member, we done there with us for 2 years. You don't get
Who is
10,000.
this person unmuting? Sadiat, leave your mic muted, please. Thank you.
Right.
Okay. Group 8, nobody. Group 9. Group 9. Anyone? So group 10. Nobody too. All right. Is there any other group 11? No. Okay, so now let me go back to the result. Group 2 and group 3. You said you needed support, and group 3 mentioned that you need support. Any support? What kind of support? You didn't mention how much you need. That's group 2 and group 3.
No, I mentioned it. I mentioned 3 million.
3 million.
Yes, ma.
And you think 3 million will be enough for your business? See, don't underrate yourself. When you are pitching, you need to know your costs. You don't underrate yourself. What 3 million? What can you buy with 3 million?
No, it was just for the assignment sake. That's why I make it that way. Sorry, ma.
The assignment is also part of our life to prepare us. Assuming you are running your business, what do you think 3 million will help you to achieve? Can you list what you are going to get with 3 million and how you are going to raise back 3 million and when you are going to pay back 3 million? Because even a brother or a friend can say, I'll give you 3 million. That's nothing. So you shouldn't even be pitching for 3 million. Somebody can single-handedly, oh, it's not even much. Okay, I'll give you. So now, how long is it going to take you to pay back that 3 million? It's a question I'm asking. How long is it going to take you to pay back 3 million?
All right. Actually, I did this because of the fact that I was just for assignment purpose. So that is why. I'm very sorry. It's an oversight.
Yeah, so that means you did not calculate what you need. You just pick the figure. So that assume that you are pitching. We are in pitch stage now. So no, you did not calculate. You did not do your assignment. You did not do exactly what you will need. So you just assume that 3 million should be enough.
No, I made a calculation, and based on what I presented, I talked about land. I talked about farm tools. I talked about so I mentioned like 4 things. Farm tools.
So 3 million is what we buy those things for you. Hello?
Well,
So
I
you
think
did
it's a
all right. So now how are you going to pay back? If you get the 3 million, how long will it take you to pay back?
Okay, in one farm season, I can pay it back, man.
One farm season. How many months? How many years? One farm season. How do I
Just 1
understand?
year. Just 1 year, man. Just 1 year.
Okay. So now, group 3, you did not mention, Bukola, you did not state how many. And I heard you say you need any kind of support, you can support us. No? You should be sure of what you want.
Financial support. I didn't say just any kind. But I didn't mention the amount because of the timing. The timing was short, so I could not.
So how much does your business need to survive? You know, this is just to help us because these are the kind of question that you will also be asked. Assuming, put yourself in the shoe that you are pitching. You are in a life stage and investors are seated and they're asking you these questions. How are you going to defend? How are you going to answer? Are you going to be angry? You know, we dealt about that in our discussion in the pitch deck session. How are you going to receive those comments from investors when they start rolling out questions to you? How do you feel? How will you feel? And that's why I'm asking you, okay, how much? You didn't state it. So how long will it take you to raise back? So you need to do your calculation before you go and stand to say you want to pitch. Calculate well. Know the worth of your business. Know how much you need. Is that taken?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yeah. So now group 4, you made a lot of plenty presentation. How many slides? How many slides?
All right. In total, we have 14 slides.
You see, 14 is much. You should have done like maximum 9. 8 should deal with whatever you want. The ninth one should be thank you very much.
If you want
And
what
so I want you to break down how you got that.
Someone is
speaking
somewhere. So they know they come and examine it and
Who is that? Can you please mute your
bring
mic?
everything here for us.
Mr. Bukolami and Miss Sadiat or Sadikat.
Okay, thank you for that. So yes, can you break down that figure for me? That's huge for 3 months.
Yes, ma, I can break it down.
Explain to us.
Yes, ma, I can break it down. I even have my financial record here because we did a financial valuation of the startup. That was early this year in the month of October. Prior before we went for a grant pitching, we actually went for a grant pitch in the month of October. So basically, our solution is 2-in-1. So we have a mobile agency banking solution alongside the telecom solution. So we run both fintech and telecom side by side. And where we actually situated, on average, we have in total over about 4,195 active customers. Every month we do on average cash turnover. Now let me extend the cash turnover from the fintech side of things. So people come to get cash from us. We supply cash to SME businesses and other things along the line. I would keep that confidential for now, but we actually do that, and every single month on average we do a turnover of about from 20 million to about 5 million. We recycle cash, and in the month of July, from July, August, September, we have one of our big break. Just from the fintech side of things, we have in total about 129 million was turnover. Then with respect to the telecom aspect, now in the telecom, we have access to about 7,000 students, and we are presently in about 7 institutions in Nigeria at the moment. So we have a system. The telecom is automated because it's a web platform that anybody anywhere can access. So we have analytics we use to track both our financials as well as traffic that come in with respect to those that want to buy. And we observed that from the month of July down to the month of August, October, we saw the turnover of cash of about 3,400,000, combining both the fintech and the telecom together. That gave us about 832,400,000. We have the bank statement for this as well, and we also have the accounting statement. I have the accounting link as well, and the bank statement for confirmation. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So if you have that huge amount of money in 3 months, so how much do you need?
Nice. Thank
So
you
why
very
do
much.
you think you need investment?
Okay. Thank you
You're
very much.
already making money from your business. So why do you think you need funding? Why do you think you need investment?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mal, for the question. That was a very good question, and we have an answer to that. So we observed that one of the key things around the place where we have our serviceable market, the demand for our service outweighs our ability to supply. So let me explain. On average, we bring into the office from around 4 million to about 6 million, sometimes 4 million, sometimes 3 million people who come to get funds from us and all those things. We have 3 offices in Lagos at the moment, and the cash is never enough, right? Sometimes we exhaust cash and we think, okay, how can we keep on being liquid in servicing the demands that come from these customers all around us? And we came into this point of conclusion that we think it's time for us to scale, it's time for us to grow. And I must mention that we're just 11 months old, right? We're just 11 months old. And we said for the first 6 months was a trial point. We saw the turnout, and the remaining 5 months was more like a time of growth and scaling. And we looked at ourselves that this is a good time for us to get access to more funds, because we have a ready customer. We have plans to expand as well. So the fund is coming in to aid our scaling. And how much do we need in question? Based on our estimation, we are looking on getting a minimum of about 10 million naira. Now, the 10 million naira is coming in to do 2 things. We're looking at getting the 10 million either in form of an equity-based funding with 6 months 6 month leave before we start paying in, which is not much of a challenge. We plan on using the money, running the business with the money for just 2 years, and then we'll give back the money. All right. So out of that money, 70% of the money is going to the fintech side of things. That's about 7 billion to keep us actively liquid in that aspect. And the remaining 2 million.
Okay. So if I may ask, on a monthly basis, based on that, your record, 3 months, you've achieved that. I couldn't get the figure right, but now you need 10 million. How much do you generate in a month based on that figure you gave from your presentation?
Yes, ma'am. So averagely
because I'm seeing that what you are making in a month is even more than what you are asking for. So
yes, I know. Let me give respect to our take home in terms of profit as a company. We make averagely around from the fintech side of things, we make averagely about 750, 800,000 a month from the fintech side of things in terms of profit take back home. While in terms of the telecom side of things, we make on average about 250, 300,000. So roughly every month we take back home about 1,100,000, sometimes 1,050,000 naira. This is in terms of profits, and we have like staffs. We also pay about 4 staffs at the moment. So that's in profits. The turnovers in terms of the 132,400,000 is specifically cash flow in terms of how much cash flow that goes through the business actively that we account for. And this cash flow actually handy cash that goes through the business. So yes.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'm actually drilling you so that when you go for such pitching, you are prepared. Yeah, you are prepared because questions come from any angle.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially if you make presentation with a slide. So you are going to defend all of the write-up under your presentation. So finally, group 7, Tom Food. Now, I didn't get how much you say you need.
Okay, ma. Actually, Tom's Food Global is seeking an operating line of 10 million to upgrade the businesses and services, ma.
Network, I can't hear that. Yes, Tom's Food. Tom's Food Global, yes. How much do you say you need to invest
Actually,
in that your business? How are you going to pay back?
Okay, ma. Ma, can you hear me, ma?
Yes, please.
Okay, Tom's Food Global is actually seeking an operating line of 10 million to upgrade the company and the services. Although the director have already put in some amount of money for the investment, which we invested. And we need capital for other requirements, such as buying more buses for supplying of our products, which is conveying, and then more hands, employ more hands in order to bring more glories to the company.
All right. So how much do you make on a monthly basis?
By God's grace, we are returning home with 1.3. Before the expenses and paying of salaries and all of that, we are working home with 650, 620.
So why should I give you 10 million?
Like I say, we need equipment such as buses, because right now we have business opportunity in the East, and the demand is becoming high. We need to meet up with the standard of our company.
Okay, so how long will it take you to pay back that 10 million?
By God's grace, if they invested in the company, it will run like a year to 2 years. We'll be able to back up the payment and all of that. Thank you, ma'am.
But I have the fund for just 1 year, so maybe you are not my right. You are not our target audience. We only have a 1 year plan. We are giving out our plan to somebody that can pay within 6 to 1 year.
In that line, we have to adjust in our operating system. We can cut off a little bit employment and then get our heads into work more. But in future, we would like to expand and using more equipment that will make the company accessible and easily attracted to the standard of how business is being done.
All right. So thank you all for that. That's how to prepare for pitching section. So when you are going to pitch, these are just how you should prepare for it. So investors come from different angles to ask you any questions, right? And that is why I was coming, like giving you those questions so that you are thinking fast. When you are pitching, you're also thinking fast. You don't know where the question will come from. Let me just be prepared to answer investors' questions. So at this point, I really appreciate you all for participating, for joining this session. And I hope that this pitching section, you have learned a lot from this pitching session. So in these few minutes we'll be ending the class very soon. So I would like to take any questions from anybody. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm very grateful.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, questions. So admin, you can, yeah.
All right, thank you very much for the session. Okay, so I made a pitch sometimes ago, sometimes and
okay.
I'm actually preparing for the pitch. It should have been done, but we got information from the brand and they're still working on some things. So basically, while also registering, we were asked to submit business proposal. So I had to design out of place. I had to just come up with designing a business proposal. So I sent a business proposal, and then twice at some of the things that were highlighted in my business proposal were mentioned on the contents of this pitch deck. So I was actually thinking if I had gone for this pitching competition before now, I was ready to pitch with my proposal, my business proposal. It's a PowerPoint, basically. I want to know the difference between the business proposal and the pitch deck. Like, they were seeming similar as you were explaining, because I could see there were some things that were not on my
Okay.
business
All right.
proposal.
So business proposal, you are proposing to do a business with someone. You are proposing that this is what I have. This is what I can offer. So I'm proposing this to get something from whoever you are proposing to. So proposal is quite different from pitch deck, because proposal, you are going to look at many scope. For instance, the timeline at which you are going to deliver what you are proposing to. Okay, let me propose that I want to train women in Lagos. So I'm proposing that I will train women. Then I'm going to break it down by saying these are the categories of women, age bracket 18 to 35, women who are not working. Maybe let me say women who are living in particular area. I'm proposing, so I'm telling them the timeline. I'm also letting them know the my own target audience, those I'm going to train. And I'm also letting them know that, okay, this is the time within the framework of 3 months, that is when I'm going to complete that project. So you are proposing a project, you are proposing a business, you are proposing an idea. So proposal is different from pitch deck. Now, let me go to pitch deck now. Pitch deck is you have a business and there is money. And they are telling you that we have this 10 million we want to give a business. People who are already in business, you're already in business. You're not proposing anything. They know that you are a CEO. Oh yeah, come and take this 10 million as a CEO. Send in your pitch deck. So that is when you pick. So proposal, business plan, all goes hand in hand, because you can pick some information from your business proposal and add it up into your pitch deck. If I'm submitting a pitch deck, I open my business plan, I open my business proposal, I open my business profile, I get information from all those slides and add it into my pitch deck. So the pitch deck is just for you to come and tell them, convince investors in 2 minutes that you can get that money, why you are the best person to get that money. But business proposal, you are proposing that I can do this. You're also letting them know that I have done this before. You can reference by copying in your social media platform or getting a testimonial from whoever you have done that, maybe a customers that you have delivered to. You are letting them know I've delivered to this customer so time. So you are proposing a business, you are proposing an idea. It's quite different. You might pick some points from each. Maybe you are talking about the problem statement. You are talking about the solution you're providing. There are still terms that you use for each other, but proposal is quite different. Presently, I'm writing a proposal for a training for an organization. So it's quite different. So if I'm to pitch, it is not what I have in my proposal that I'm going to use for my pitch deck. That's quite different. Then pitch deck, the idea between pitch deck is that you are able to use a PowerPoint presentation to deck in little information. Little information. So that guy from group 4 that shared your slides, those words are too much. Break it out. Cut out some information from there. Then you can use graphic to design your deck when you are presenting. So just slide, little touch of information. That is what you put up in your pitch deck. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Yes, very well, ma. Thank you, ma.
Yeah. Any other question? Any other question? So I will hand over to the admin to, for the rest of the class. Okay, so over to you, admin. Question, okay.
Yeah. My name is Uzo. I want to ask that when presenting a pitch, your words should deliberate on what you want based on the capacity of the investors. Do you consider that? Or do you consider the budget you have at hand? For example,
Okay, yes. When presenting your pitch, like I said, you need to research the availability of funds. How much are they willing to give? So if they're willing to give 10,000 US dollars, your budget should not exceed that money.
Thank you.
So your budget should be under that money. Except you're going, that money they said they are giving. Except they said, okay, there's not any amount attached to the funding, that you should come up with whatever you want. Then that is when that is when you can state.
Okay.
Yes, so if they did not state a particular amount, then you can put in any figure, request for any figure you want. But if they have stated that we are only giving out 10,000, then your budget should not exceed 10,000. I submitted a proposal for a project for a 20,000 US dollar. I just did 19.5, so that I would dash them the remaining funding. So find out how much they are giving. If you go above what they are giving, they will just disqualify you.
Okay, thank you.
That's the way it is.
Thank you very much.
So
you must know their budget.
Yeah?
You must know their budget. That's
yeah, you have to work with their own budget. You have to work with their own budget.
Okay.
Yes.
So that means you have to narrow down your business idea into subdivisions, because
Exactly. Yes.
Your budget, if the business is a 20 years plan for a particular budget, you understand? There are some budgets for like 10 years business plan. There are some budgets for like 1 year business plan. So you present the proposal to your pitch based on your audience target. If your audience, they are willing to go for 1 year, so you narrow your business down to cost management for 1 year. Okay, that means you must have cost analysis for your business in a short term and in the long run. Okay, I understand you.
All right. So I'm on LinkedIn as Julie Obi. Although I don't know, I can't access my LinkedIn for a while now. But I'm Julie Obi on LinkedIn, and I'm on Instagram. I'm the Julie's Place on Instagram. The Julie's Place. You can also follow us.
Can you write it down? Spell it.
Julie's Place is D, then Julie's Place.
Julie's, okay.
D